Yeah, we're not looking too great.
Yeah, we're fine. Strahd's right there, but it's fine.
Strahd's about to fly off, and we beat all the guys, so...
So, yes. Last session, you all tackled the challenge of Yester Hill.
Yester Hill.
Where you got there, a spirit of a long-dead chieftain gave you some information about the area and sent you on your way up the hill, eventually reaching the top, and just almost stopping the ritual from completing.
We were like one turn off.
But not quite. And as such, Winter Splinter was created, but you did manage to kite his ass across the map.
Fucking book.
You all barely survived with your lives.
That clutch heat metal.
Yeah. Strahd and this other figure, a woman in a appears to be red wedding dress, actually. We get a little more description there. At the end of this encounter, Strahd flew down and invited you to his castle, and informed you that his carriage will arrive the next morning at the Martikovs to pick you up. Following this, you watched as he flew off on his steed towards the wall of mist that is nearby this hill. It's sort of on the edge of where the mist wall is, and he actually flew in the direction of that, past the black tree that's down the path past the stone circle.
Did we see him fly through it, or did we just see him fly towards it?
Towards it.
Okay.
So he has not left yet. And with that is where we left off. So, you have a couple options here, right? You can just head back now, go and check out this black tree, or see where Strahd went to. Or if there's anything else anybody would like to do. The gem did come out of the carcass, of the smoldering carcass of Winter Splinter, so...
Which one of us grabbed it?
Well, in the bag of holding. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
Unless someone... you pick it up and throw it in the bag of holding, if that's what you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it is currently in the bag of holding. So what are you all doing right now?
Is there anything left? Can we spend 5 minutes to go back and inspect the battlefield so that I can pick up my daggers, and so that we can maybe learn a little more about these forest folk? Because I know that we learned that there are other nice forest folk, and so maybe these guys have like some iconography that would endear them to us.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and make an investigation check. 13. You definitely get your daggers back, but searching through the remains of these people, most of them look similar to the ones you had met in the winery. Same sort of like, they have various effigies and like very like sort of like witchcrafty sort of attire, like evil druid type thing, like lots of skulls and branches and things of this sort, caked in mud, or a lot of them are caked in mud. Other than that, you don't really get anything new, I would say, from what you've seen previously.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm still wearing all of the decorations that we pulled off of that statue in the bottom of the winery.
Yeah.
Since we're probably done with these guys, I'll just throw those in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Kilvin, you want any bones?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I will collect. Can I just do one set? I think it'll be a while.
Sure.
But...
Sure. It's good.
I'm going to go talk to Strahd and the woman.
I thought they left.
They're over there. They're over there.
Tugs points towards them.
See, over there?
I'm going to follow Raidriar.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Actually, I'm going to toss... when I feel the best of my ability that Strahd isn't looking in the area, which is probably impossible, but I'm going to toss the Tome of Strahd into the bag of holding too, and then head in that area.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
Fuck. Okay.
Now you've done it.
Or you just wait until we're literally not in line of sight.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are still in the stone circle. He like flew past it, so like.
It's too late. I'm committing.
Committing.
All right then. Okay, so anyways, you huck the book into the bag of holding.
Kobe.
You know, as you slowly, carefully try to put it in, it slips out of your hand. No, you
Fuck.
So, you guys head through the south path towards that black tree, so that you can kind of come around the stones and head to where Strahd was. You do get a little better view at this tree as you come around. And you see at the south end of this hilltops, it's like this sickly tops, like a grove of dead trees and shrubs with a huge misshapen tree at its core. And you can even see from this distance, looks like blood is oozing, sort of like sap from its trunk.
Ew.
And you see like figures sort of just skulking around the tree, 6 to be exact, all covered with needles, similar to what you'd seen at the winery, and they're just kind of shuffling around, paying you no mind.
Huh.
Continuing, you turn and you see Strahd and the woman in the red dress standing in the distance, right up against the wall of fog at the bottom of the hill, basically.
Okay.
So you can all head down there if you would like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are they like looking at us, or are they doing something else?
Make both Tux and Raidriar. Actually, I guess, okay, so the horse, yeah, okay, I forgot that the horse is literally on fire, so of course you can see him. Go ahead, both Tux and Raidriar make perception checks.
Sure.
Do you mean me, Ren, or do you mean Raidriar?
Oh, or are you?
I was the one
So
that
are you
went
all
there.
going to catch up with them after you get the bones and your stuff and everything? Basically, move as a group.
Yeah. Once
Okay.
Moving as a
notice
group
they've
sounds like a
walked
good idea.
I'll follow them.
Raidriar, it's interesting. Looking down at the two figures, you see in the wall of mist, there's like this little section that seems different than the rest, but it's hard to see from the top of the hill exactly what it is. But it seems like Strahd is just sitting there and just staring right into it.
Okay, well, I'm walking. Is the woman next to him?
Yes.
Oh, I'm walking down to him.
Okay. So you all make the journey down the hill. And as you approach, you can see much clearer now. As you look west into this curtain of fog, you see a white fortress on a hill above a great city, sort of like this shimmering image of it that's like in this small section of this mist wall. The city appears quite distant, maybe a mile away, but you see that the fog kind of obscures most of the detail, and you can hear what sounds like the echo of a church bell.
Creepy.
Okay. I just walk up and I say, Count. And I turn to the woman and I say, and Count S?
You see, now getting a closer look, you see that this woman actually has a blade at her side, and you see she reaches for it, and you see Strahd put his hand down and goes, "No, it's quite all right.
These
my
fools are much too
homeland.
weak.
It's my homeland, you know."
Beyond
he
that
kind of
fog?
Looks back into the fog. Yes, from where I'm originally from. Interesting, is it? When the mists came around here, I do not know when, but this appeared here. And shows up every 2 weeks at this hill. I've yet to decide whether or not it's a blessing or a curse.
Can you enter it?
It is merely an image.
I thought you were the one creating the mists, making sure no one could enter or leave.
I would love to go visit my home, of course, but
Oh, you mean all the mists?
too many opportunists, you know. If I left, I'm not sure what would become of me. Besides, the home's far away.
Huh.
We
We could go there
leave.
for
It could be a
we could
road
go there
trip.
for you. Yeah. Road trip. Excellent idea.
Have you not tried to enter?
I mean, I see no point. I know what these mists are.
What are they?
Things to keep things in and others out.
But you didn't put them there.
Oh, of course I did.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Did you just say you don't know why these mists appear?
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm really confused.
No, he said he doesn't understand why this image of his homeland is here.
Oh, okay.
That's what he doesn't understand, is what he said. And he says he's yet to decide if it's a blessing or a curse.
Maybe it means that you have some internal conflict and that it's time to move on to the next chapter of your life where you start a pilgrimage home. We can take care of things here for you.
He chuckles a little bit. Ren, your humor will always amuse me.
That's the plan, bud.
Either way, like I said, the carriage will arrive tomorrow morning. I promise that you'll be free to come and go as you please in the evening and no harm will come to you.
Nice.
On my honor.
I'll be swearing something like your power.
Very well.
Just in case.
I swear on my power as Strahd, the ancient and the land, that no harm shall come to you tomorrow.
We know you have no
dinner.
plans to hurt your new best friends.
What about while we're at your beloved home?
We need a contract. Let's write this. No, I'm kidding.
For the evening of the dinner, you are considered my honorable guest, and as such, no harm shall come to you.
For the entire evening.
For
Of the
the
dinner?
entire evening, yes.
No harm will come to us.
As long as you all remain civil.
Define
I
civil.
cannot guarantee your safety should you draw weapons on me in my court.
Well, naturally.
Also, I'm impressed you, she won't say it, but Anastasia here is quite upset with you foiling her little game.
Oh, this was her doing.
Mm-hmm.
Strahd was doing it. We wouldn't have been able to stop him.
What was your whole goal here?
She seems kind of like not wanting to talk to you all right now and everything, because, like I said, she's upset. Either way,
I'm gonna
it's not
approach her with a
important.
friendly face and say, "Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm sorry that we had to take that down."
Your funsies.
Apologies, and I don't believe you answered my first question.
So what was it again? Sorry.
Countess? Question mark?
Oh, she's just a member of my court.
How many are in your
We'll
court?
have formal introductions at the dinner, of course.
God.
Anyways, it is high time I retreat.
Ren does one last thing. He gives the new person a little bow and pulls the gem out of the bag. And cocks an eyebrow at Strahd and goes, should we bring this?
Oh no, give it back to the winery, of course. We wouldn't want the supplies running low in Barovia.
Then why would you give it to the monster people?
I mean, that was not my plan.
Alrighty then.
I turn to Anastasia and I go, so you're not a wine drinker?
You see she smiles a little bit, and you see two fangs bear out, and she goes, no.
I might actually like you a little bit.
Another
Does she-
beer drinker.
Does she look like a whiskey girl?
During this time, I want to use Know Your Enemy on both
Okay.
of them. Strength and dexterity for Strahd, strength and armor class for Anastasia.
Is
Okay.
that just a feature?
Yeah.
Or a...
So what do you want to know about Strahd?
Whether or not his strength. So it's. I
What-
only know if they're greater than,
So what are
equal
the
to,
two?
or lower.
You want to know what
Strength and dexterity score.
for Strahd? And what's your values?
18 and 14, respectively.
Strength equal, dexterity higher.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
And for Anastasia, strength and armor class. My AC is
Okay.
17.
Okay, so her armor class at the moment is 16. And what
I
was
only
the
know if
other
it's
one?
higher or lower or
Oh.
equal. I don't know exact values.
It's lower then.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Anyways, what's the other thing you wanted to know?
Strength for her.
Lower.
Okay.
So she's a weak sauce. Got it.
So Strahd doesn't rely on any physical abilities when fighting, and his strength is 18.
Excellent.
That's good
So
to know.
he's still a vampire.
True.
So he's still like superhuman strong.
He also is the land, which probably is strong.
Yeah.
Um,
He also-
What
Well,
kind of
he's
land are
also
we talking?
ancient,
We're
which
talking
means his bones are frail, so it probably cancels out.
He goes, I guess it is time I retreat now. I've had my viewing for tonight. I'll cut it short, I think. Anyways, I will see you all in probably around 3-4 days' time, as the journey will take that long. As I said, the carriage will arrive for you tomorrow, and we'll probably make an overnight stop in Villaki.
Okay.
Look forward to seeing you all. And you see the woman in the red dress, Anastasia, turns into a bat, and then Strahd takes off on his horse, and she follows behind.
Looking into the image of his hometown, does it look familiar to us?
To none of you, no, it would not.
Really?
So
So
not even to Tux.
yeah, so we didn't. It's not the same place that he was training in the book.
Oh no, I guess you're right. Yes. Then it's hard to say because you're in the courtyard of a castle, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So make I just say a straight intelligence check.
Oof.
Oh,
It is definitely the place you saw.
You're having a real hard time remembering what you saw in that vision, and it's kind of blurry. And you're not quite sure.
Ren pats Tux on the back and goes, "Don't worry about it, bud. We all get old."
And intelligence isn't everybody's thing.
At this wall,
Raidriar.
Raidriar.
Hey, it's solid 10.
At
It's a
this wall,
solid 10.
Raidriar,
Yeah.
you hear a voice at the back of your head go, "It almost could have been yours."
Oh, shut up. I get what I want with or without you. And
Okay.
mentally, using whatever, I try and sever the connection. In
Okay.
whatever untrained way I think connections with eldritch entities work.
Make just a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Alrighty then. That is that.
So they're
So-
gone now, right?
As far as you know.
So
It
what
feels
was
like you can't hear anything.
what was up with the whole? Now that your skin is all cleared up,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
now that we've noticed your hair changed back.
Oh, yeah, it's just my hair. Shit, was my skin like, did I have acne? Did I
Yeah.
break out?
That's the
No,
nice
right under the
thing
chin.
about-
It's disgusting.
I
but
immediately pull out my sword and look at my face. Am I good?
Looks normal. Everything
now that your
looks
hair's
like
back to normal, can you tell us more about
Yeah.
that deity you were talking to?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. But I also need to tell you guys some information that was imparted to me by the Martikovs.
What's that?
But before that, Kilvin, you can do that spell that makes everyone tell the truth, right?
I mean, I can, just not today.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
same.
you can know if other people are resisting, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
suggestion, right?
No, there was
There's
wasn't
Zone
there
of
another one?
Truth.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I want to tell you all, but I want to know that. Well, first, I want you to trust me that I'm telling you the real information, and I want to know that you guys don't. I mean, I trust you right now, but trust but verify.
At
Right.
any minute.
That's fair.
all of us
I
could turn
can
into
understand
Strahd.
that.
So, but in the
But yes,
meantime,
I would know if you succeed or throw on a saving throw.
but in the meantime, yeah, the guy visited me. I told you about the dream, right?
Yep.
Yeah. County power. I have the Hag's curse back, by the way, because he
Okay.
left.
No, great.
But he told me that if I died, then I would get a whole bunch of power. And he also implied that he would take control of me. So I told him to go fuck himself.
Oh.
okay.
Sounds like an interesting trade-off.
Man, you've almost died a lot, too.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, close only counts in horseshoes and gunpowder
Eldritch
explosives.
Horrors.
Yeah. There you
Okay.
go.
Hey,
So-
before we head back, I want to take out my Golthius staff, and I want to create 2 vine blights and a needle blight.
Okay, so you.
Why?
How many charges is that?
That is 10 charges.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all of them.
Yep.
You just have any entourage?
I just want to carry around an entourage and also get rid of the staff. So the staff
Wait, so
crumbles
what-
in my hand as I create 3 blights to follow us around.
It was single
does it have
use?
the thing where if you use all the charges?
Yep. If oh wait, no.
You roll for you, don't you?
When all the charges are expended, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff crumbles to dust. Otherwise, it regains 1d8 with each desk. Okay.
What about
Shoot,
all
I
the
was trying to get
creatures?
rid of it.
What about all the creatures?
One way to get rid of a staff.
Can can I just like hold on? All blights that
Would
can
you
hear
like
the
to break
scream immediately wither and die. Shoot. Okay. Can I just put the staff like unequip it? Is that what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to like not have this staff attuned to me anymore.
Okay.
If you put it in the bag of holding, is it in another dimension, therefore unattuned?
Do I know how to unattune an item?
Make an Arcana check.
Sure.
Well, yeah, you know how to unattune an item. You just unattune to it. That's no problem.
Okay, well I unattune to it and put it in my
Now,
bag.
does that remove the curse? You're not so sure.
Okay.
Casual. So what about the blights that are guarding that tree?
Oh yeah, I want to investigate the tree.
Yeah, since we're
Yeah.
standing right next to it.
Maybe we could ask
They-
them what's going on.
You said they weren't responding to us, but are we close to them yet?
Well, so you guys walk down to the bottom of the hill. So if you want to go there, you're gonna have to walk all the way back up.
Now that they see us rolling around with blights, though, maybe they'll trust us.
Maybe the blights are creating the illusion. Maybe Strahd can't see them or something. I don't know.
So
You guys don't know
wanna
how
go-
this illusion appears. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah,
see
let's
them.
go.
I really don't want to fight anything else, but can we short rest and then walk back up the hill?
What was that for?
to see if the staff broke.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe we should go back to the Martikovs first. Well,
Yeah.
what am I talking about? We have to talk to the blights.
Yeah.
Are they within earshot?
No, so you guys walk to the bottom of the hill. Do you guys want to walk back up to the top of the hill
Oh.
to go back to this
I
tree?
guess I didn't understand the geography of what you were talking about.
Yeah, I thought the tree was also on the hill,
is
but
on
just a
the
little
top
lower.
of the hill.
Okay, here. I'll actually just show the actual whole map of this place because now it'll make more sense. There are some adjustments from the actual map, so just bear with me. Let me find this place. It'll
Where?
make
There?
way more sense. Here we go. You should be able to just see here. Do you guys see it pop up, the new thing?
Yeah, it's loading.
It's loading.
Is loading 50%.
Well, so if we have to walk back up the hill with the
60,
potential for
70,
fighting things, I would
80,
also
90,
recommend that we not
100.
go back up the hill.
But I've got an
okay.
army now.
So
You've got an army of 3.
the change
Yeah, isn't this the-
from this map is that the
Oh.
path. See how the path went straight up in this map?
Mhm.
It spiraled around in the change.
Okay.
Okay.
So I thought Strahd went to this area right over here.
No, he went over and down to this, down like over here.
Oh, okay. I thought the mists were around.
followed
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
this is
thought
like,
we were-
yeah. So that mist you guys see, that scene that kind of encompasses the whole valley. This is like the edge of the west side of it. Like you're as far as the map will let you go.
West side.
Okay, so then we basically have to go back either around or over the hill in order to get back to the road to go to the Martikovs anyways.
True.
Well,
So I might as well go back up then.
I feel like the blights are a little bit less important now that they're not associated directly with the mist.
Well, it might be the tree though. So let's figure out what's going on with the tree.
Maybe, yeah. Guess worth a visit. Well, also, Tux, while we're here, can you detect magic and see what's going on with this vision?
Of course I can.
Do you know what's going on? You're a whole illusion person. You do illusions?
Who's
Hey, Illusion
Illusion
Man, chop, chop.
God?
Okay.
Yeah, come on, illusions.
You use detect magic, and you're almost blinded as you look at this mist wall, as the entire thing, as far as you can see, is incredibly magical.
This
And
is
it's hard to discern anything, and it's all just
This is way beyond my pay grade.
What type of magic is it?
Wait a minute, you're getting paid for this shit?
surprisingly, it's undiscernible.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is there anything unique about this part with the illusion?
You can't tell. It's too bright.
There's so much sort of magic emanating from this wall that it's like almost impossible to differentiate.
Huh. Well, Oh, look at that. There's a spot right over here in the original module where we would have been able to sneak around and go up. Look at that.
Man, we
Okay,
weren't looking
so-
close
No,
enough.
those are just hidden by the altitude tokens.
Oh.
Okay, so then can we swiftly climb up the mountain instead of walking all the way around it? Maybe could we
Yeah,
short rest right here to get a little bit of hit points back, and then I can climb up and toss a rope down to
You
people?
guys, I mean, at this point, since you guys can just go back up to it, we can just skip up to that. I'm not going to make you roll a bunch to get back up the hill after you already did it once.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
the only thing is just the time it takes. I mean, it's pretty late at this point.
Sure.
So.
And the journey from the Martikovs to here was like half a
30.
day?
No, it was like 30 minutes to an hour. It wasn't very long.
Oh, okay. Then I don't think it's too bad to go back up the hill. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm part of that.
Yeah, let's just go.
I don't know where we're at with health, with hit points, but I'm pretty confident we take out blights.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm saying 20. What are you guys at?
11.
I'm at 7.
19.
Tux?
I'll hang out in the back. 11.
Also, there's 3 more of us. 3 blights.
True.
I've
We put them
actually
forward.
got goons right now, so I feel all right. Let's go.
Tux
Okay.
in the squad. I picture you like riding on one of them's shoulder like it's fucking Treebeard.
Decorated in like these ancient effigies, and
Yes.
I am their god.
So, you guys head back up the hill, and so you're you're at the stone circle here and looking down at this grove. Is there anything you want, or you just want to walk up? What do you want to do?
Well, let's just casually go
there-
forward slowly.
Yeah,
Eyeing the
nothing. Things have they're just kind of shuffling around.
Oh, it's actually got the correct distance. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And you'll see why I didn't use this map, because each square is 50 feet, so your token would have been teeny tiny.
Shit.
Smart.
Then these are some really big blights.
Yeah, I guess when I converted stuff over from Roll20, some of it got a little wonky, but that's all right. So
what that tree do?
okay, you guys approach, and like I said, getting closer, you can see now that it's like made. It's very similar material to the staff that you've seen Tux using or have.
Oh, right. The bleeding tree, right?
Spongy wood.
Yeah, and it's like spongy wood, and there's like blood that seems to be oozing out of it at certain places. As you approach the grove, you definitely come within distances you have these creatures before, and they seem to just pay you no mind.
Cool. I shake one's hand.
It just stands there for a minute, and then after you shake its hand, it just continues
Nice.
wandering around.
What a great guy.
All right, I'll cast Detect Magic now that I'm here, though.
Oh, cast it while facing away from the wall.
Yeah.
Which wall?
The fog wall.
Missed.
Otherwise, you're going to
Oh,
go blind.
Yeah.
It's like
of
putting on.
course. This range is
It's
only
like
30
wearing
feet.
It's like wearing night vision goggles and someone turns on a floodlight.
Do I detect
Okay.
any magic here?
There is so yes, you do detect. I mean, obviously, you detect magic from these creatures that are shambling around, but you also detect a lot of magic from the tree. I'm gonna say that this would be conjuration in the tree.
Okay.
In addition, you do see there is a shiny axe embedded in the trunk of the tree. Now that you've gotten closer, that you can see.
Oh, who's got the most hit points? Go pull that shit out.
All right. Dylan's feeling lucky.
Hello, Blights. Do you speak common?
They just
I think-
ignore you.
I think they're dumb.
Don't humans get 2 languages? I think I ever
Kilvin.
got to say.
Yes, so maybe you'll have to pick one.
Okay.
I want to speak
But,
Blight.
I speak Druidic.
You reach in and grab the axe, Kilvin, and comes right out.
Do I
And
sense
now
anything?
that you pulled out the axe, you look down, and now you see below the axe is what appears to be a human skeleton covered in tattered leather armor.
Pick
Do I
its
recognize the armor?
pockets.
I mean, it's just like generic like leather. There's no
Okay.
iconography or anything. on
I
it.
start
It's just-
collecting the armor to sell later.
What the hell? Pick its
I feel like this
pockets.
is an event happening and that we should short rest before we continue.
Okay. Yeah. Do I feel anything weird with the axe, or is it just an axe?
If you were using detect magic text, the axe is magical.
Oh, I can identify.
You want to cast identify?
Sure.
Okay, this axe is Treebane.
Boy, this sounds like a useful item for clearing out a house full of tree creatures.
Yep. So when the axe hits a plant, whether an ordinary plant or a plant creature, the target takes an extra 1d8 slashing damage.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Neat.
Is it like a hand axe?
It's like a battle axe.
Oh, it was a great axe. Damn.
Not a great axe, battle axe.
Oh.
So not a throwing
Very
axe.
different.
Not a throwing axe, but also not a two-handed axe.
No.
Everything's a throwing weapon if you try hard enough.
So I'm going to add that to your
True.
inventory, Kilvin.
Agreed. Sure. Are we going to short rest by this tree? Is that the plan?
I mean, the blights are okay with me taking this tree, this axe?
They don't seem to have any problem with it.
Oh, dude, try to whack the tree with the axe. See what happens.
After we short rest.
I feel like we
After
found
we
it
short
embedded in the tree, and the guy was dead below it. I'm okay not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so short rest time.
What are the proportions of that skeleton? Is this a human?
Yes, it is a human
Okay.
skeleton.
Oh, I did want to get the bones.
Yeah,
and
you
leave
get
the armor
bones.
for everybody else.
Well, the armor's like basically ruined.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's like
That's fine.
torn up in a bunch of places and punctured. And you see, actually, kind of around the skeleton, some of the roots of the tree have kind of grown around it. It looks like.
Oh, that's been here a while.
I have a veritable army on me in bones.
Tux, try to recall information about Strahd and see if you get advantage on seeing what this is. Doesn't the tome give you that?
Trying to find that, I grab my tome out of the bag of holding.
It gives you some bonus to history about Barovia, right?
Yeah, recall any information on Barovian history
You
or
have
lore.
advantage.
So, I'm gonna see if I know anything. Just an intelligence check.
No, it would be a history check at advantage.
Okay.
I can guidance on this because I've been at it a long time.
Guide him.
Because I also know my history, just not of this area.
Oh, wait, it's advantage. Hey, there we go.
And then guidance.
D4.
So we're above 20, boys.
Okay.
Yee.
Thinking back to your experiences so far in Barovia and just the talks you've had with people here and there and your interaction with the druids, you did notice that druid elder during the fight, you do recall that it had mentioned that the scion of Golthias would rise. And you think back and inspecting that wooden statue as you kind of viewed the battlefield, you did notice that some black roots sort of grew up from the statue after the creature had burst from it. You have heard of, thinking back in your knowledge of what you've read, you have heard of a certain tree called a Golthias tree, which has said from legend to originally been sort of like this type of tree created by an ancient vampire named Golthias.
So it's a vampire tree.
And this is the same tree, I think, or at least one very similar.
From what your knowledge is that it's like a type of tree. It's not like there's a tree.
Right.
It's a type of tree.
So then, yeah, that vampire was definitely in charge of this ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Do we own any empty bottles between the four of us?
Trying
Possibly.
to steal some tree blood?
Yeah.
I think if you use a potion to get the glass bottle out of that,
Yes, yeah, you do.
Probably.
alright, then I have like 2.
Okay, I recommend that we bottle some of this Golthias tree blood.
So whoever wants to add that to
Does
their-
it seem familiar to the one that the druids were using?
like the one that burst out?
Yeah, and like what they were poisoning the wine with.
Oh, no, that was like a sickly green liquid.
Okay.
Kilvin, did you add the...
I have 2 bottles of Golthias blood.
Alright, cool. Sweet. Short rest time?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Damn, those are rolls.
All right. We're about to short rest anyway, so might as well use everything.
Keep in mind, you only regain half your hit dice back on a long rest.
Oh shit, that's right. Can I undo one of them? Because I only.
Very well.
Thank you.
All right.
Fuck, I can't edit it.
Feeling good. All right, time to head back to the Martikovs, I guess.
I can't replace hit die. Oh well. That's fine.
I'll go ahead and edit it here. Just one more than what you have.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't edit it either.
Oh shit.
That's really weird.
Are there any branches
Oops.
laying on the ground before we set off back towards the Martikovs from this tree?
Looking around, it seems like any branches that are on the ground are like from the surrounding shrubbery and not this tree itself.
Okay. Never mind then.
How long of a walk is it back there?
Half an hour.
Okay, I'll put another half an hour into reading the Tome of Strahd.
Okay, but first, as you all head back down the hill and past the give me a second, sarcophagus of Kavan, his ghost reappears.
What's up, Kavan?
And,
yeah,
this guy.
Confirm with this guy.
and beckons you all over to him from the distance.
What's up, Bish? We took a bout.
Yes, I saw. You all did very well, and I'm glad that my faith in you was not misplaced. As such, I am comfortable with revealing a few more tidbits of information that might prove useful to your journey.
We would greatly appreciate that.
Inform us, Great One.
As I mentioned, the original inhabitants of this land, my people, worshipped a trio of these deities known as the Rosanna, or the Ladies Three in your language. And that stone temples, or fanes as they are called, were constructed, one for each of the three, which are said to be the seat of their power in this valley.
Oh.
Cool.
Can you repeat that sentence? I'm sorry.
It seems, and I only have limited knowledge of this, but Strahd has found and claimed these three places of power for himself, effectively becoming the land.
Interesting. Okay. Do you know what these temples are?
One of them, I do know the location of. It is actually underneath this hill here. However, you are all not ready, nor do I know the ritual to cleanse such a thing, nor do I believe you are strong enough.
Where could we learn this ritual?
Head to the mountain village of Yedrag. That is where the remnants of my people now reside. They, hopefully, may know more than I.
Well, that's the remaining fairy folk? Forest folk? Whatever.
The ones that did not side with Strahd.
Right. Cool. Okay.
Cool. Well, great job, dude. We'll let your people know where your grave is, so they can come visit you and give you some like Dia de los Muertos stuff.
You there. And he looks at you, Raidriar.
Yeah.
I deem you worthy to carry my weapon.
Go on.
And you see he raises that spear that's been dripping this translucent blood the whole time and throws it. And as he throws it towards the ground, it sort of materializes and slams into the ground.
For a second, I thought you were going to become Callista right there.
I sense you recently broke a connection with something.
Well,
And that
sometimes business
It
partners.
was a wise
have to-
decision to make.
Well, bad
As
investment.
such. For your strength, I deem you worthy of my blood spear.
Blood spear.
Thank you. I hope this has similar stats to the great sword. Otherwise, I'm just gonna toss it.
Okay. So,
Spear. Fuck.
I'm not going to make you identify it because,
Mm-hmm.
he does mention, however, while I deem you worthy, that does not mean the spear as of yet does.
She'll come around.
And as such, its entire power may not be realized yet.
Interesting.
What you don't know yet is that you have to feed it fresh kills.
You now have the blood spear of Kavan. Essentially, when you kill something with this, so it's a spear. When you kill something with it, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
Whoa.
Wow.
Here's the problem, though. It's got shit damage.
Spear, right? Can't you throw it?
Oh, that's true. No, no, it's when you hit with a melee attack using this magic spear and reduce the target to 0 hit points. Requires attunement as well. I mean, I guess I can use it to finish things off. It has a range of... Oh, no, that's thrown. I was about to say, it has the melee range of 20 feet.
Extendo spear.
Reach being a spear.
Keep in mind, it can be one-handed or two-handed to change the damage.
You can dislocate your arm to get 2 more inches of reach in your punches, Jojo.
I hope it serves you well.
Thank you. Piece of shit. Very kind of you. Just a stupid ass spear.
Okay, and he says, good luck. And when you are ready, I will lead you to the fane at this hill. Spirit dissipates.
Okay.
Neat.
Rock and roll back to the wine
Martikovs,
people, then I
yeah.
guess.
Well, I guess it is technically only...
Okay,
3 is
so
still quite... Yeah.
you guys head back down the trail and reach the winery and go up and knock on the door. And Davian answers the door and goes, how was it?
Cool. Strahd was there.
We're alive.
I think we fixed your winery.
You all look pretty rough.
I tossed them.
Well,
in
we
the
had a
gym.
short
Wait,
rest, so we should
no,
look
don't
okay.
toss the gem yet.
Oh,
I
I don't toss the gem.
I say that it seems
Did
like
you-
we you guys do need us to help get back the rest of these gems, right? And then we
Well-
need you for your guys' information network. Can we strike a deal?
I thought
Well,
they
I'm-
broke 2 gems.
Thought that was the plan.
So, for saving the winery itself, you already have our resources, do not worry.
Then I have one request of your resources that I want.
We also sent out some ravens to try to obtain some gear that we had stowed away, and they should arrive here by morning.
Well, that's awesome. That's
Ooh.
incredibly kind of you.
Unfortunately, we wish we had more. We might be able to find more, but sometimes Strahd does not leave too much left. And
Okay, we'll take all the help we can
in
get.
certain places,
This guy's incredibly easy to negotiate with. Hold up. No.
Look at what we've done for him so far.
Did you manage to retrieve the gem? That's the important part.
Meh.
yeah.
You did?
Meh.
Yeah, toss him the
I
gem.
no, just ran. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Vistani! That's what they're called. I'm sorry. Continue.
He takes it and he says, "You all don't know how much this means and what you've done." And
You could tell us.
Ren wiggles his eyebrows. Ren wiggles his eyebrows and goes, I know it means around a 10% cut in your wine profits.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
you're free to have as much wine as you'd like, though. Although I noticed one of you marked some of the casks
Some of the poisoned casks.
poisoned casks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Poison them, you say?
Yeah.
They put something in
Yeah.
there, and we
You
don't
didn't
think
drink,
it's.
you didn't
grapes.
drink them, did you?
Possibly tree blood.
Oh, no. But that's good to know. And it may take us some time, but we don't really have a way to purify them so quickly as to send out the shipments we need.
No, we need to take one to Kresk. But oh, no, we don't, because other things. Oh, Ren also takes some glass blowing tools out of the bag of holding and goes, and I found your tools in the woods.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Make a deception check.
Those blights, they stole them. And now they're back.
So I know he's lying.
Okay. He goes, I won't ask too many questions. And he takes them back.
We have one request that I think would really help us out as we're trying to continue journeying around Barovia. I don't know if this is too much to ask, but we know that Strahd seems to have eyes all around this place. And we know that his spies lurking all corners of this area.
If he controls every single beast in this valley.
Yeah, it's almost
Besides
as
the
if...
ravens.
Do you guys have information on who might be spies for Strahd? And if so, do you think you could have your ravens point them out to us?
Like just poop on them as they fly overhead.
Yes.
We have a group that can follow you, yes.
And poop.
And I don't know if they can do that on command, but they will certainly inform you.
That would be
You should definitely look
incredibly
at training them to do it.
I would avoid the Vistani outside of Villaki, though.
The Vistani outside Villaki. So the Villaki and Vistani are actually pretty trustworthy?
Well,
There are no Villaki.
You mean the Vistani in Villaki?
There are no Vistani allowed inside of Villaki.
Vistanian.
He said to avoid them.
outside.
I'm not saying in, I'm saying... Never mind. Fuck it.
The Dusk Elves that they house don't pose any threat, I believe, but Aragal, that one, definitely, we've seen him do dealings with.
Aragal?
Strahd.
Okay.
Ooh, I know a person we should ask about.
He was the one that asked you to get the toy for his niece.
And he's done business with Strahd?
Definitely made.
Yeah, well, we met him coming back. We met him on his way back from a trip outside the mist. So obviously,
that would make sense.
For that.
Yeah.
But I know the person that we should really ask about if we're taking advantage of the information network now. There's a fine accountant fella in Villaki that we would really love some intel on.
Good
Well, we asked about him earlier,
Oh, we did?
and they said definitely not a trustworthy, but they don't know exactly who
Oh,
he
okay.
is.
Oh,
What his
Anything to
goals
add to
are.
that?
No, other than he's suspiciously difficult to track.
Oh, that's
All right.
fair.
Almost
suspicious.
as if.
He doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
I wonder if. Well, also, should we tell them about our next plans?
Yes, so what do you have all going on next?
We have a dinner.
Uh,
You guys want to come?
Dinner?
oh yeah, we're gonna
tell
go.
them about that?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, we should
trust-
tell them, because if we go there without telling them, that's a big problem. That's a
Yeah,
big
and
no-no.
they can keep an eye on things. So,
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna go to Strahd's place for dinner.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. But it's also an opportunity.
Not as
Yes,
friends, though. We're not his friends. We don't like him.
our
We're
ravens
just-
have very little ways of getting inside that place, and we have almost no information on it.
Well, instead of that, we could test a hypothesis.
And that is?
Well, if, as we suspect, this accountant is Zarovich, then when we are in Villaki, the accountant should be there. But as soon as we leave, he will try to get away and go to the castle.
It's a good point.
And maybe you could also drop off a message to this Irina and tell her to be careful. And do not get married to him.
If any of you need to deliver any message anywhere,
Please send a message to Irina saying that we were right about what's his face,
Vasily?
Vasily.
Yeah.
Italy.
And that she needs to. There's nowhere safe from Strahd.
Nope.
Not in
We're
this
gonna
area
put her-
now. On Barovia.
Are there any other consecrated areas in this entire land?
Well, the only place that I could think of would be the Abbey
In
of Saint,
Kresk.
of Saint Markovia in Kresk.
It
Yep,
was sitting in
that's what I
Crest too.
thought.
Forget about
Yep. We gotta do that soon, because I'm tired of being cursed.
that. And we got to bring wine too, so we have to like go to the castle, come back, get the wine, then go to Crest.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
if you're,
they
if
said
you're
it was gonna-
traveling, this may seem like a strange request, but if you're traveling to the castle. Did he say how you're reaching there?
We get to take a flaming chariot.
Not flaming, just a chariot.
Oh,
With
thought
flaming
it
horses.
I hope it has flames though. That'd be
Flipping down.
I hope it has flaming horses.
Would you be all willing to take the Villaki shipment of wine with you, attach it to this carriage?
How much of it needs to reach Villaki?
I mean, I would hope most of it.
I'll rein him in.
I can do most of it. Most of it is possible.
If we're attaching it to the carriage, it's a big drum.
Ren,
Well,
buddy,
they have
maybe it's best
individual
not to get drunk
barrels and
before
a
going
cart.
to
Yeah.
the final
Yeah.
boss.
This isn't the final boss. We haven't even gone to Kresk yet.
Also, I think I'd like to write a letter for you to hand to Erwin if you're stopping there.
Yeah, sure.
Don't you have ravens? Isn't that like your guys' thing?
I feel like it would be better for you all to hand it to him at the moment.
Okay.
Agreed.
He wants to give our trust.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. What else?
If I'm sorry, the rest of my family's asleep. By the way, it's quite late. You all.
One last thing. Do you have anywhere safe, like any cubbies or anything where we can keep items that maybe spies or Strahd himself might not be able to find? Is that anything up your guys' alley?
We have no magic here that prevents
Oh,
seeing, but
I know who we need to get a message to.
we can
Rick did.
put
Rictavio.
Oh, yeah.
We don't
He
know
wanted to
what
check
is.
out he wanted to check out the castle, and assuming the accountant is Strahd, and
But we don't
I was
know where
gonna
he is.
I don't know that
Well,
he
the
would
ravens
just
can find him.
trust the ravens
Oh.
automatically.
I imagine he
He's
knows
also
about the ravens
hates
by this point.
monsters, so if they change in front of him, he's just gonna kill them.
Were ravens?
Imagine making like airdrop.
Yeah, true. I mean, once we can make the connection between tell him about the ravens, we can tell him we have a network anyway. Then we can airdrop. But I think we wait until then.
okay.
Maybe we should tell him about the temples. See if he can gather more information. Maybe he can go to the village and figure out the ritual while we're doing this stuff.
Okay. So-
Can you ravens find him?
We can definitely search for this man. Did you mention to him that he had the hat of disguise and everything?
We would have told him if we're trying to find him.
Yeah, sure. He likes to play a character who has the exact same name as himself for some reason.
We will search for him. Did he give any indication where he might be heading?
The castle.
He specifically told us not to.
Oh shit! He's gonna be in the castle when we're there. I have a feeling that's how this module goes.
Okay.
Ren looks at Raidriar and goes, "What's a module?"
Oh, fuck! There's gonna be a scene where he
Well,
kills him in front of us, isn't there?
I'm sorry,
Nah, no
probably.
way.
but it's really late.
We have powerful allies. What can go wrong?
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
If you find Rictavio, just tell him not to go to the castle because Strahd's gonna be there.
The winery is now, if you ever need a safe place to stay or to send people even, our doors are always open to you, especially
Sweet.
help. And like we said, we don't know where the first gem that got taken 10 years ago is, but we are fairly certain that the other gem was taken to the ruins of Perez. We're not asking you to go there by any means. One is enough to keep the winery alive, at least. But if you do happen to be there and find it, we would be most gracious if you could return it.
Sounds good.
Can I take... We're gonna stop right back here. I'm gonna take the Tome of Strahd, wrap it in cloth, and then I'm gonna hand it to him and I say, I need you to protect this with your life, okay?
Oh, really?
Bold move.
Interesting. Doesn't
Oh,
that?
yeah.
I
Don't
see.
you get advantages when you're fighting Strahd if you have the tome?
We're not. If we don't want to get fighting Strahd, if we're fighting Strahd, we're not going to make it.
Yeah, we're not gonna fight Strahd.
Right. I'm just saying. Put it
Yeah,
in the
good.
room. Put it in the room with the moss. That
I
usually
look
keeps
him
it
dead in the
away.
eyes and I say, no one can know about this. Do I think I can trust him?
Make a insight check. He says, yes, very well. I'll put it in the basement in the secret room.
Fuck, okay.
That's what I told you. And he's definitely lying.
I mean, he has no reason to lie or go against you all.
Yeah. Cool beans. Well, if we don't want to keep this guy up, does that mean it's long rest time?
I think so.
Yeah.
And do we need to keep a watch, or is this area protected and we
I'm
can
pretty
tell?
sure it's safe at this point. Or Ren's pretty convinced that it's safe at this point. If we didn't see anything on our way back, like no
Tux,
more blights.
Tux, can you make a tiny hut for us?
I can make a tiny hut.
You're gonna do it outside the home, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Because I have a theory that this helps with the hags.
How does
But maybe
that
not.
work?
So does that mean we have to sleep outside?
It's only, it's a 10-foot radius, so it's not like I can protect the entire house in a hut. But I'll go
We
ahead.
could certainly try.
I will ritual cast tiny hut.
Okay. So you finish the incantation, and the Dome of Force appears outside, and you see Davian goes, I'm sure inside would be all right, but
We
I
have
guess I
reason to
never
believe-
really have truly understood you adventuring types.
You ever met a night hag?
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh. How'd that go?
No.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean to so much observe.
Well,
You're the lucky one.
it's a
then.
bitch.
I'm gonna take the tome back and I say I still trust you with this, but I'm gonna give this to you in the morning, okay?
Very well. Would you like to study the book tonight?
Of course. 2.5 hours left, I think. Before I.
Wait,
Oh, shit.
does that
uncover
mean
the
we're all
next
gonna get
chapter.
sucked into the? Does that mean we're all gonna get sucked into the book and lose sleep?
So
I
I mean,
imagine the
you guys
character
could
will
sleep long enough, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's all do it together.
Kilvin
I'll
wants
finish
to-
the chapter in the morning. Like as daybreak starts to come up and everyone's
Okay.
gotten their 6 hours.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind you guys don't have to do the extended sleep right now because
Mm-hmm.
you have the
Yeah.
hut.
Right.
Okay, so let's all long rest, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna rest for 6 hours and then spend the last 2.5 reading.
And
Well, so you have to spend a full 8 hours.
Okay.
Oh.
Sleep. Sleeping.
Well, let's probably do that another time then.
Okay.
well, we
then,
have
yep,
all. Don't
mean-
we have all day tomorrow to do stuff?
Yeah, you just said the carriage
Yeah.
would arrive the next day.
Yeah.
so we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
carriage for a
I'm gonna
while.
long rest.
Yeah.
The full 8 hours that the hut is up, I'm resting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I would say when you wake up, you probably immediately want to go to the book until the carriage arrives.
Yep.
Kilvin's gonna avoid it because he wants to be able to pick up the gear, number one, and two, work on his armor.
Yeah. Also, prepare a zone of truth.
And
'Cause
yeah,
we have to do that
yep,
as well.
yep.
Okay, so you all take your long rest. Nothing happens in the night, or for the rest of the night, that is. So who's doing what?
I
As you
grab the
wake
book
up,
and start studying.
Yeah. As you wake up, you all notice that you see Elvers currently seemingly tending to the vineyards outside. And as he sees you awake, he calls something out to the house, and you see Adrian come out and is holding a parcel.
Oh, the crows must be back with our dope new gear.
And he says, "Don't get too excited now. It's not too fanciful. It's not a lot, like I said.
Huh? Oh yeah,
We'll keep
whatever.
searching
Cool,
for
great.
more.
Every piece helps.
We're not sure exactly what these things do either, but here you are. So, first of all, he opens up the parcel. There are 2 potions of greater healing in there.
Oh my
Nice.
God. Okay.
So, who wants to take those?
I'll take one of them.
I'll
Have
take the other.
Kilvin- Oh, okay.
I'm
was
gonna
gonna say
take
have
one because
Kilvin-
I think I can stay pretty safe now.
I was gonna say have Kilvin and Raidriar take them because they're usually the ones that are taking damage, but or they're usually the ones that should be taking damage. Let me say, not the ones that are.
I should be able to distribute this to people who need it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think.
The next, he has 2 items. He has a cloak and some fur-lined boots.
Ooh. Ren looks at the boots and goes, "Those look sneaky to me. Let me try them on real quick."
Is any of this stuff magical?
Yeah, can I just? I
yeah.
was about to say.
Yeah. Yeah, so detect magic, identify, whole shebang.
Yeah.
So the cloak is a cloak of elven kind.
Damn.
So, while you wear this cloak with its hood up, wisdom perception checks made to see you have disadvantage. And
Holy shit.
you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide.
Damn.
The cloak's color shifts to camouflage you. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action.
I want to take
Damn.
it, but I hand it to Ren.
Ren or
That-
Tux.
That cloak sounds interesting. Well, so I'm already pretty fucking good at sneaking. So
Oh, then
Yeah.
hell yeah, this cloak is mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you already have bonus or advantage
Yeah.
on stealth?
Just keep in mind, it specifically says stealth checks to hide, like on your turn.
Oh, not just interesting.
Oh, I see.
But you don't have advantage on those?
Ren does not have automatic advantage on stealthy things. How would I get that?
With this cloak?
Cloak.
Right, with the cloak, but I don't have it already from anything
then
else.
Here, take it and give me the
Okay.
boots. What do the boots do?
Okay, yeah, try the boots on. What do they do?
Okay, so cloak
Are they
of
just
Elven
nice
kind.
boots?
Going to no, these are boots of the Winterlands.
Oh, damn.
Is this like Frostwalker in Minecraft? Please
Um,
tell me it is.
These boots, furred boots, are snug and feel quite warm. While you wear them, you
Ooh,
gain
these
the
are-
following benefits: you have
cozy.
resistance to cold damage.
Okay.
Okay.
You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow, and you can tolerate temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection.
Well, this would have been nice.
So that means naked.
If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as -100 degrees Fahrenheit.
I hand it to Kilvin.
Kilvin's already got a cloak. He's kind of busy.
It's
all yours,
boots.
So these are boots.
Well, I mean, do I need it?
You'll
This-
gain resistance to cold damage.
You're going to be able to
resistant
walk wherever.
cold
You're going to be an
and
actual
fire
god
damage.
with these.
Plus,
Alright.
you ever see Lord of the Rings when they're going through the pass of Caeldish and Gimli is like up past his head in snow?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna happen to us.
That is now 3 damage resistances I have.
Awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Now we really need you to
Gotta
go
collect
first.
them all.
Huh?
Guys, we gotta collect them all. Okay, so with that,
Now I feel
so
less
who-
bad
so who-
sending
who
Kilvin
wants
to walk
be a
everywhere.
part of the book reading?
I
Well, it
specifically
takes 8
avoided.
hours, right?
Well, so
Two and a half hours.
because like it's not like 4 hours of continuous study. It's like it takes 4 hours to transcribe a section. So Tux has been like in times has been jotting down notes and stuff. So this time would only take 2 hours.
Okay.
So we have 2 hours to kill while Tux transcribes the last bit of the book.
Yep. Or someone can help him to have the time.
Oh, Ren will help Tux. That sounds good.
Okay, and then
And then
Raidriar, are you?
uh,
I guess the question is, who's avoiding the book so you don't get sucked into it?
Kelvin
I
is
feel like we
avoiding.
all should go. I feel like we all should go in the book.
Ren
Right.
wants to go in the book.
I'll go in the book.
I can get my armor done before we get to the castle if I start today.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if that's important, if there's 3 of us in the book, that's probably fine.
Okay.
There were
and-
only 3 paths in the last chapter.
Okay. So
Can you move my clockwork Strahd doll that I have over to Kilvin? Because he said he could do something useful with this.
I mean, not right now, but eventually. he does.
yeah, I will later.
Okay.
But
Where are you getting all this metal?
My money.
How much money do you have?
I had a lot. I'm down to like half of what I had. I have like 400 left, 470.
I have 17 gold.
I have 100.
Jesus.
I've never had more than
remember, he
7.
found that like 750 gold piece.
Oh, that's right.
which
that was sold for
technically you
double.
can melt. You can just he doesn't even have to technically sell it because he's
True.
Forge Cleric. You can just fucking melt that shit down.
Epic. All right, let's read this book.
Yes. Alrighty, I have to find something here.
Oh, should we go somewhere else so that they don't see us all like fucking yeet into a book? But they already know about the tome, so
Oh,
I guess
here
it
we
doesn't matter too much.
Okay, so Kilvin out of the way, you three work together to transcribe the rest of this book, and a familiar light envelops you all as. And Kilvin, watching from this, you watch as the light kind of shoots out of this book, and you see they get sucked into it, and the book's just lying there on the ground where they were studying it.
Have fun, you obsessed bastards.
So you see the figure of Strahd again form in this sort of mistiness, and he says, "My army settled in the valley, renamed for my father as we took power over the people in the name of a just god, but with none of a god's grace or justice."
Strahd said this?
Yep, and the mist disappears, like his form disappears into the rest of the mist, and you see it start to reform again, and it reforms, and you all stand just beyond the front gates of a curtain wall, so colossal that the largest of giant kind could pass through with ease. The wall is nearly 50 feet in height, interrupted by squared-off turrets that rise even higher. The wall is further dwarfed by the rounded towers of the keep overhead, the tallest soaring easily 3 times the height of the gates. Weighted hooves clop through the dirt and across the wooden stone behind you, the most distance of which still trod across a seemingly infinite bridge.
Do we see any like soldiers using 3D maneuver gear to fly around, or it's not
no.
that kind of wall? Okay.
Make a intelligence check, Tux, at advantage.
Okay.
Make a
History
Titan check.
actually.
Yeah, is this that same keep?
Make a Titan check.
I'm Titan checking.
Okay, Tux, you clearly recognize this as standing on the drawbridge to enter Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Following behind you as you sort of walk down this bridge, you see 4 figures, okay? Tux, you recognize 2 of them, and then the rest you recognize one of them. There is Rahadin, there is Alexandra, which was one of the generals in the tent that you could have gone with.
Okay.
And then you see 2 more figures. Both look to be about middle-aged men. One seemingly has a bunch of sort of like guard-like uniform on, like he's got some half-plate armor on, and the crest of Ravenloft, or crest of Strahd, is emblazoned on the chest piece. And then the other one is seemingly wearing vestments and robes that have the iconography of the Morning Lord that you have all run into while in this valley.
And they're wearing it?
This one person is wearing vestments containing it, yes.
What's the Morning Lord again? Where have we seen that before?
Basically, it's just the deity that is worshipped in the valley by the people.
Alexandra, so nice to see you again.
Yes, it quite is nice to see you.
Do I gather much time has passed since the battle that I last partook in?
Make an intelligence check. From this view, it's hard to tell. I mean, you notice that on the map that you had seen previously, Castle Ravenloft was not here yet. So that might be somewhat of an indication, but you're not sure. But it does seem like strange that the people that you're looking at don't seem to have aged very much.
Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, so I'll say, man, I feel like it's been so long. It seems like forever ago when we had that battle and Strahd was heavily damaged.
Yes, quite unfortunate that was, but we dealt with the Silver Dragon Knights well enough.
Of course we did.
I am amazed, though. You are right. You think a castle would take longer to create, but I guess the mages Strahd hired did good work, didn't they?
Yeah, he hired those mages. So it's good that he's, alive and kicking after that.
Also, be wary. We've heard that there is an assassin hidden amongst the forces here today that seek to eliminate Strahd.
My goons here will keep an eye out for them.
We recently captured and we executed a man who was in possession of a dagger commonly carried by an assassin's guild from Strahd's home.
Do
but
we
don't
recognize
believe
the
he
guild?
was the real one.
Oh, shit.
Ren listens closely.
So they mentioned the Bal Verzi Assassin's Guild.
Balverzi Assassin's Guild.
Balls.
Does that sound familiar to Ren
Balls.
with his thieves background?
It depends.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna say, looking this up, what they are, no.
Okay.
At this point, it kind of falls silent.
Can I say, do we know that the mages are clear? If they built the castle, then it's possible that they put in secret entrances.
There is a chance, but Artemis and Kazan always seemed quite loyal to Strahd.
Kazan. Ooh.
Anyways, we're almost to the keep. And so you notice this whole conversation, you all kind of walking down this bridge, and as you approach the entrance of this castle, you see the main two doors open, and you see Strahd emerge and walk down. And you see the terrible silence of this place is interrupted by the cold ring of a blade being unsheathed. Strahd clutches tightly to a red, black, and gold dagger. Its finely crafted hilt leads to a sinister curved blade. He kneels and retches his left hand into the soil, returning to his feet with dirt crumbling from between his knuckles. He points the tip of the dagger briefly to the north, east, south, and west, like a priest blessing a congregant with holy water before stabbing it lightly into his mud-caked palm. A mixture of dirt and blood drip as he squeezes. I am Strahd, I am the land. He repeats the mantra 3 more times, once in each cardinal direction before facing upward and speaking, Draw near and witness, I, Strahd, am the land. Blood and magic meet the soil, and the sky is swallowed. The courtyard vanishes.
Neat.
Again, Strahd reappears in front of you, sort of with the misty wisp, and says, "All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death." And give me a second so I can pull this up.
Huh.
He said, "My name is Strahd, I am the land. Draw near and witness, I am the land."
He said, I, Strahd, am the land, and he pointed the dagger and did that in each cardinal direction. And then he held it upward and said, "Draw near and witness, I, Strahd, am the land."
I take out a dagger and I say, I, Tux, am the land, and I point it in 4 cardinal directions, and I...
Well,
No,
so
I'm kidding.
the image disappeared.
Okay.
Was this the narrator Strahd or Strahd coming out of the castle who did this?
This was Strahd coming out of the castle who did that.
Okay.
That might be the ritual that other dead guy was talking about in some respect.
Guess what Raidriar's doing when we wake up?
Not the safety dance.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, so he reforms and he says, "All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death." So the mist begins to reform, and you find yourself in a study. What appears like a blazing hearth fire fills this room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes, their leather covers well oiled and preserved through careful use. All is in order here. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug. In the center of the room is a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in its stand next to the blazing fireplace is polished. What feeble light burns in the fireplace is enough to fill the room with rolling waves of red and amber light, illuminating the rows and rows of ancient books.
Do any of the tomes catch my eye?
At the moment, no. I would say make a perception check just in case.
Just in case you roll a 20.
Are you looking for anything specific, I guess is the question I'm trying to ask.
Well, obviously, anything related to, like, illusionary wizards I might know, but...
Okay. It does appear, you just being a wizard, there does appear to be some spell books in here.
Okay.
Around various places.
Do you think I could snag one of them?
Is anyone in the room?
Yeah. So A sturdy carved desk houses several scrolls of parchment, open books, and candles burned nearly to the wick. In one of the 2 chairs crafted of burgundy-colored wood with padded leather seats that face the hearth is Lord Strahd von Zarovich. His head rests in his left hand. A letter is gripped tightly in his other. Looking now, you see standing behind him is the figure with those Morning Lord vestments. And he says, Lord, I offer my condolences. I will certainly give my prayers to the Morning Lord for this terrible news.
Is it possible for me to see what the letter is? Just straight on up.
One moment. Just let me. But you see, as he says this, Strahd waves his hand back. He's like, "Don't give me your useless words from your Morning Lord."
Take that, Morning Lord.
And you see the figures. Very well. But at least come down to the chapel with me to clear your head. And you see Strahd stands up and goes, rubs his head and goes, very well. And you see he leaves with the figure. He opens one of the doors to the south, but as you open the door, you see behind the door is sort of the mist that you've seen before, and they step in and it closes. The letter is left on a small table next to the chair that he was sitting at in front of this fireplace.
I read it aloud.
Okay, I will show you this. You might have to click on text because it might be hard to read the...
No. Dear Lord Strahd von Zarovich, ruler of the great land of Barovia, I write today to inform you of the passing of Queen Ravenovia von Royen, beloved ruler, wife of the Grand King Barov, now deceased. An illness took her on the road from your homeland, and her healers were unable to prevent its spread. She was stealing to see the lands which you claimed in the von Zarovich name. The remainder of our caravan will arrive in the Barovian hills with the queen in 7 days' time. Our attending Dawnbringer's magic... Dawnbringer magic will ensure that she completes the journey to Castle Ravenloft, and we may conduct a complete burial service at your discretion. Sorrowfully yours, Bergrogenging.
Ah, yes.
I can't read that.
Father Granta or whatever.
I don't see a way to convert that to text, so I don't know what his actual name is.
Me.
Yeah, it's Father Groza.
Father Groza. Have we heard that name before?
No, you have not.
Yeah. I thought Dawnbringer was surprising, but I mistook it for Lightbringer, which is that mace in Mines of Phandelver. Anyway.
Okay, so the king isn't dead yet, is he? Not that we know of?
No, he's already deceased, according to the letter.
No, the wife just deceased.
Yeah, but the King Barov now already passed.
Yeah.
Is how he was
Queen
referred to.
Ravenovia
This is
von Royen, beloved ruler, wife of the Grand King Barov, now deceased.
Okay.
So that means they're both dead.
Okay.
Okay. In the meantime, I will look for books on how to become a vampire.
Okay.
Right here. Anything that catches my eye concerning...
This will be interesting. Go ahead and roll a d12.
Okay. Concerning, like, power and potentially the person who messed with my dreams. That's
Fuck
12.
yeah. Ren joins in on this shit.
You find the biography of a forgotten king or queen. This is King Dragos Mayor.
Is this a random name generator?
Yes, it is, because
Oh, damn it.
all the module tells me is biography of forgotten king or queen.
Oh, shit.
And I'm not good
Useless.
at enough at improv yet, so...
Useless. I keep looking. Pulling books off the wall frantically.
As you search, nothing. You find there's like a couple things on like exotic recipes.
I might actually take one of those.
Though, as you remove the book from the shelf and inspect it over, it does disappear after a little bit.
Damn it.
Do we see anything related to Strahd's family origins? Like maybe records of his ancestry?
There's a decent amount of books here. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
What about the desk? Is there, or if there is a desk, anything
There
in
is
there?
a lockbox on the tabletop.
Yeah,
Ooh, Ren wants to pick the lock on the lockbox.
get its ass, Ren.
Okay. Go ahead and make a thieves tool check.
Okay, I still believe I don't have the thieves tools item in my inventory, although I know that I have thieves tools.
Yeah. So it's just a dexterity check with proficiency.
Okay, dexterity check. So +3. Christ. So 10.
Let me see.
So bad.
You start fiddling. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't see this. You start fiddling with the lockbox and try to unlock it, but you accidentally bump it a little bit, and it flops open. It wasn't locked.
Cool beans. What's inside?
So inside, you find there's 37 silver pieces.
Do I get to keep them outside of this
They
dream?
feel pretty real.
All right.
There is 162 gold pieces.
Wow.
In there is a old little doll made from a dark, dense wood, and it's missing a hand and a foot. There is a black wooden pipe. Are you writing these down?
So sorry, start from the beginning with the money, and now I'm ready to write them down.
Okay. So you have in the box 37 silver pieces.
Yep.
162 gold pieces.
Yep.
An old little doll made from a dark, dense wood, and it's missing a hand and a foot.
Yep.
Wait a second.
There is a wooden pipe, a black wooden pipe,
Okay.
a small wineskin,
Okay. If I swish it around, does it feel like there's something in it?
it is currently empty,
Okay.
and a there's like a small music box, but there's no like mechanism or anything to play it.
Interesting. Okay. I hand the music box to Tux and say, "Ever seen anything like this? Our resident wizard?"
I inspect it.
Appears to be a music box.
At this moment, you see Strahd bust into the room, and he looks around, and he looks almost knowingly as if he suspects someone is here, has been here. And you see he walks over to the fireplace, and grabs the poker that's sitting on the side. But instead of lifting it, he pulls it, and you hear a stone shifting, and you see the fireplace shift and move out of the way to reveal a passage that you can't
Holy
see
shit.
because there's mist there, but he walks into it. And that's
Holy
where the vision ends, and you see
No.
Strahd's figure returns, and he goes, "Escape from the isolation of death was impossible. In my many years, I learned that the brightest days cast the darkest of shadows." And then you guys get sent out of the book.
Nice. When we emerge from the book, do I still have these objects in my hand?
Yes, you do.
Ooh.
So good thing we read that before we went to the castle, because now
Yeah.
I know about a secret passage.
Yeet.
Yep, I want to check that
Um,
shit out.
Tux, you can now cast the spell Gentle Repose as a ritual once per day.
Wow.
What's that do?
I would
It's like-
Can keep a dead thing from, rotten.
Oh, cool.
Or
So,
from being
uh,
raised as an undead, right?
I believe so, because I have that as
Yep,
well.
the spell also effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead.
Wonder if that's meant to come into play for my shit. But guess we'll never know.
So Tux, I will add that spell to your book.
So, should we detect magic or inspect the little wooden doll, the black pipe, or the wineskin? We should try filling this wineskin with water and see if it pours back out as water.
you do that? It's water.
Just water.
Are you detecting magic, Tux?
Oh yeah, on these items, 100%.
Okay, so doll and the doll is not magical. Everything else is.
What if we show these to Strahd and he's like, "How the hell did you get that?"
And he like has a duplicate of it.
Do you identify these items?
I don't have identify.
Oh, okay.
Kilvin?
I'm outside.
Okay, we go outside to Kilvin and we hand him items.
No. I mean, I'm outside of the book.
Oh, we're outside of the book now too.
Yeah,
We just
okay.
popped out of it.
Then yes.
Popped
Then
out.
yeah, sure. I can identify these. Didn't realize.
Okay, so I'm just gonna reveal the chat thing. Did you see that? Did it show up? Nope. There we go. You should see these show up.
I can probably repair this music box.
It doesn't look broken. It just looks like it doesn't have a mechanism.
Do you guys see that in the chat?
Nope.
Yeah, those are really weird items.
Oh, now I do.
That refills when interred with a dead person for a night. Interesting.
And those are the properties you learn from casting the Identify spell.
That's so weird.
Wow, okay.
Question for the DM.
Yeah, never mind.
Well, I mean, go ahead and finish what you thought. It's completely
no.
separate.
No.
Okay. Using my Channel Divinity, combining it with my 4th level spell Fabricate, can I make it like a half-cost plate piece?
So, what does let me read Fabricate.
Yeah, because I am proficient with Smith's tools specifically.
I love Forge Clerics.
Fabricate. We're raw metal and the price.
I want to make one where he uses a lot of throwing weapons and he just makes new ones in the morning.
Yeah, awesome.
You call throwing hammers a holy act? Hey, as long as it works.
We also, in terms of this music box, we happen to know a little maniacal doll that really likes to dance all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give it to him and let him.
Now,
Yeah.
how does your
So what I'm thinking, my plan is Channel Divinity to turn money into like workable metal,
okay,
and then to save myself time, just fabricate it into the piece, so it's like half cost. Because it's like, if I just do the Channel Divinity, it's 100 gold for 100 piece worth.
Yeah.
If I smith it, it's supposed to be like half the cost.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So if I turn money into metal, and then use the metal and just turn it into my actual stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that works.
Okay.
So that just halves the time basically that it would take, right?
Right, and the money because it's
Yeah. So how far are you along? Were you along?
So doing it that way, I'm just gonna use one Channel Divinity instead of 2, so I would still be at 9. So I can do 100 gold worth and then do 2 smithing of that. So yeah. Okay, cool.
It's gonna be
But
such a big shame.
If you're using Fabricate, don't forget you have to use the spell slot.
Right. Well, that's the one if I absolutely have to finish it.
Oh,
but
okay, yeah, because it is not ritual and it's your 1 4th level spell slot.
Right. So yeah, I'm saving it for now because it's a 10-minute spell. So if I need to use it, I'll use it. But otherwise, I'm not going to.
Okay, gotcha.
It's gonna be such a shame if you die on day 14.
Yeah.
Just before you.
At
can
this
theoretically do 4
moment,
a day.
you hear a clumping noise as a black carriage, without a driver seemingly, pulls up to the winery and its door swings open.
The spells I can prepare is my wizard level plus intelligence modifier?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm preparing my
spellcasters,
spells real
go
quick.
ahead and prepare your spells.
I think I'm good.
You guys own a True 30?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Sweet.
Oh, do you guys want to? Are you going to do that now before you get on?
Might as well.
Yeah, we should step far away from this carriage. Because
Right.
obvious
It
reasons.
is driven by 2 black horses.
Why they have to be black?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
just
that's
what
fucked up.
that's just what it says.
When you said driven by, I assumed that there was a horse in the driver's seat. Like, you guys coming?
Truth, which I thought I guessed, but it didn't pop up. Weird.
Davian does come out and say, "Hey, can I hitch the wine cart to this thing? Is that cool?"
Sure, we'll be back in a minute.
It's not our
So-
chariot.
True.
Are you giving him the tome, too?
Probably should, right?
Yep, I am. I wrap it up in cloth and I say, no one can know about this. And I hand it to him.
Okay, takes it.
It's a good idea to give it to him.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
So before we get in, let's zone of truth this thing.
Yeah, let's walk away from the carriage and the house and all that stuff.
It's not rolling. I don't know why.
Are you just trying to put the description so everybody can see it?
Right. And actually, like, use the spell select. It's not doing that either.
Oh, I mean, you can always manually on your spell slots. You can just count it off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do that then. So I'll just cast on the truth. Blah blah blah.
Oh, what?
You can choose to fail it.
What level is it?
Second.
Yep. So does everybody choose to fail the saving throw?
I do.
Yeah, I'll fail it.
I'll fail it.
Okay.
Ren? He's muted.
Ren might not be here right
Sorry.
now.
I totally thought I wasn't muted. I will fail the check, and then Ren immediately starts babbling about how he misses his family.
That's not how the
Aw.
spell works, but yeah, for anybody
that just came from your heart. That would.
for anybody who does not know Zone of Truth, you cannot willingly tell a lie when you're in this space. You can avoid answering questions. You can give answers around the question, but you cannot straight up tell a lie.
Okay, so let's get down to business, Raidriar.
Okay.
What was possessing you?
I don't know. I believe it was a god that wants. Well, they certainly want to depose Strahd. Beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. He claimed I think he wanted me to take his place, but I would be his puppet. Which, fuck that.
Raidriar ain't no man's puppet.
That's all that I know. Can I safely say that, DM?
Yep.
Unless there's something I'm forgetting.
I mean, the only thing would be that initial encounter you had, you said, "I accept." That would be the only thing, but I mean, you
Yeah.
already...
There's that.
Yeah, and you don't have to mention it.
No, I do.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
Kilvin, is everyone telling the truth right now?
Yeah, we are in the zone of truth.
Okay. To start, I guess, Kilvin, do you trust the Martikovs?
Yes.
Ren, do you trust the Martikovs?
Pretty well, yeah.
Okay. I trust the Martikovs, but as I said before, trust but verify,
Absolutely.
which is why, Tux, have you ever received a message delivered to you by a bat?
Man, I'm hungry.
Okay. Interesting. Tux.
Yeah? What? I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about food.
Have you
Don't
ever
answer the
received
question?
a message that was delivered to you by a bat?
I've seen a lot of bats in my day. I was kept in caves a lot. Yeah.
Tux.
Yes?
What
happened?
was the content of this message?
Fuck! Okay.
I feel like a dick.
Strahd is looking for a next of kin, and I'm one of the people he's considering.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit.
To be fair, the letter, because you can't lie, it did not say he's looking for next of kin. It said he's looking for a successor.
Right.
Oh shit, kids.
Interesting. Okay.
Your baby Strahd.
Fuck you.
You're Strahd Jr.
Well, do you, I don't know where to go from here. This is all I have to do now. Nice timing on the music, by the way, there, DM. We had it cut right there. That was some creepy shit.
So, I guess my question to you guys is, do you guys trust me now?
Well, let's first of all, do you think you want to do it? Are you interested in the throne, Tux?
I'm also kind of thirsty, too.
Okay, so that's a yes. Would you betray us to ascend to the throne?
I think I still have some wine in my bag.
Here, I give him I hand him my wineskin.
Thanks, man. And I start drinking.
I no longer trust Tux.
It's poisoned.
And I spit it out.
Oh, what a turn this session took. What the fuck, dude?
Alright, I mean, we've been traveling enough together. Surely you guys realize by now the only thing I care about is being safe.
I mean,
and
yeah,
I will do that by any means necessary.
Had our backs.
Yeah, of course. You guys had my back.
What would you intend to do on the throne?
Eat and drink a lot. And that's the honest truth.
That's it.
I would be pretty well fed as king.
Why do you know why Strahd wants a successor?
Nope.
What else was on that letter?
Also, why wouldn't he choose a vampire as his next successor?
I mean, he can make more vampires.
Are you a vampire?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Are you a vampire, Tux?
Tux, are you a vampire?
I get to quiz you after this, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fun.
We're all in zone of truth here.
Yeah,
I'm not a vampire.
Okay. Are you a gnome? Were you ever really a gnome? Are you even a wizard?
All an illusion.
Oh my god, what a great character idea. An illusion wizard who's never been an illusion wizard the entire time, because that was an illusion.
Just illusion on top of illusion.
I'm actually an illusion of Strahd's right now, and that's a lie. And yes, I am an illusion wizard. I am a rock gnome, and my name is Tux. But I don't give a shit whether anything lives or dies, and I'll say or do anything to try to stay safe.
Respectable.
Do you know why Strahd wants you to be?
He was impressed with how I handled the hags, and he sent the message immediately after.
See,
Ren looks a little disappointed because he feels like we handled the hags together.
Raidriar feels like if only he hadn't been turned into a frog.
I risked my life to fucking save you, dumbasses.
You did.
true, you have that working for you, but at the same time, now that I know you might just drop us when it's convenient.
I would expect you guys to do the same. We kind of need each other here, right?
So far.
And I don't think we're getting out of this unless we all work together. That's the truth. I don't expect much from you guys, and I don't expect you to expect much from me. So I guess now that we're all on the same page, we're kind of working here together because we need to, and we have no other option.
Well, Ren kind of reminisces a little bit and goes, well, I guess I like my odds of defeating you versus Strahd, so if he wants to replace himself with you, that sounds good.
Talk to me in 10 levels.
Meh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Bad Tux.
Alright, Tux, we've been grilling you. I suppose it's fair you can grill us back. What do you want to know?
Oh, by the way, the rest of what they that was the only thing. He also told me a little bit more about the totem, and like the fact that they were specifically were ravens. He did not ask me if I wanted to become a were raven, which I thought was kind of lame.
Yeah, geez.
Because I would have said yes instantly.
So, wait, Raidriar, how did you learn about this covert bat message?
The Martikovs told me.
Oh.
When I was pulled away.
This was when he got pulled away to the basement.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And all they told him was that, hey, one of our ravens saw Tux.
Yeah, and also you
Get
ate
a
the
letter.
message. Like, you had the shits afterwards, I assume.
I mean, it's paper, it's fiber, it's great.
That's-
All right,
It's true.
I look all three of you guys in the eye. I guess
Okay.
one at a time, starting with Raidriar, and I say, I risk my life to save you because I need you to survive here. Can I expect you to do the same for me?
I already have, I think, and yes, in the future.
I'd look to Ren.
That is a difficult question to answer, but I feel like I feel like we've been together long enough that Ren respects everyone here. So, to an extent, yes.
And I Kilvin down.
Kilvin stares him for a long, hard minute. So far, we have become blood brothers. One sign of betrayal, and you're the first thing I'm taking down.
I would do the same to you, brother.
And now you all get to take a multiple day-long road trip together.
We're going to Disney World!
All right, everyone, hop in the car.
Around.
Anything else, Tux?
Any other questions of us?
I think I know a lot about you guys so far.
Trust but verify.
This
Is
you
there,
have
any,
to be-
is there
you wanna ask
anything
you
you've
questions?
told me so far on this journey that you've lied about?
No, I can
I don't
equivocally
think
say no.
I don't think so.
Well, Kelvin doesn't talk. That doesn't count.
Well,
Except
true.
for I think this. No, I actually haven't told a lie regarding this. I just didn't phrase everything. So yeah.
Ren's pretty sure he's lied to everyone.
What
but
have you
I don't
admitted so
remember.
far, Raidriar?
What have I admitted so far?
Omitted,
Just
yeah.
Omitted. I mean, specifically talking about this. Like, I was in fact about to tell you guys what the Martikovs had told me. I didn't specify anything further than that. I don't think. I'll tell you stuff that I haven't omitted, but I have not told you yet. I fully intend to depose Strahd and take his place as ruler of Barovia. I intend to be not a dick ruler and actually bring this land into some sort of prosperous age. And yeah, that's what I got going on.
Lofty
Ren-
ambition.
Ren, do you want anything more than just a family?
Apparently not. That seems to be pretty core to my character now.
Okay.
No, but I definitely, if I'm trying to remember what I wrote in Ren's backstory, I don't have ruling over areas of land ambitions, but I definitely have ruling over people ambitions since I was like an underground leader in the country that I used to live in, but then got betrayed and got forced out. So that's why I'm here.
Okay.
So I'm more interested in running things than I'm interested in leading things, if that makes sense.
No, the way that doesn't
No,
make
it
sense at
doesn't.
all.
He wants
I will
to be a middle manager,
Okay.
not a
He wants to be
CEO.
like
He wants to
General
own a
or,
Taco Bell somewhere and...
No. So like, I don't want to be Strahd, who has to go like fly everywhere and solve conflicts and be a leader. I want to be the person that like runs everything else underneath that, controls where money goes, understands what people are important and dangerous.
You want to be the assistant.
You want to be an adventurer.
I want to be the
basically.
underworld boss, basically.
Okay.
But I don't enjoy reporting to anyone. So
It seems like that
Would
echoes
Would you wanna
Raidriar a
just-
little bit.
Would you want to just like leave here if you can?
depends on where I go. I was brought here under the pretense that someone had a way for me to fix the problem that I've got from the country that I was from. So I'm still looking for that.
And Kelvin, what do you want out of Barovia?
Barovia? Nothing much.
So you're
The
trying to
sooner
get
I get
out.
out of here, the better.
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys want to control this land, have at it. I'll
I
help
will
you
say,
get there. That gets me out.
I will say, Tux, if you are willing to let me rule, then I can promise you all, that you would have all the food and drink you could ever want, as well as whatever magical knowledge lies within all this realm and potentially the others. Octavio mentioned one that was ruled by a lich. And
Okay.
if there's a lich and a vampire ruler, who knows what other lands there are.
So vow to
have
me right now that you would
tyrants.
do everything in your power that if I helped you attain rule, you would keep me safe for the rest of my life.
Yes, absolutely.
So straightforward.
Assuming that you don't become a evil prick.
I'm about as much of a prick now as I think I'll ever be.
I can live with that.
I think these are tolerable levels.
Okay. Then it
Tolerable.
sounds
Assuming,
like
assuming it doesn't change into like murder and stuff like that.
betray me and see what happens. That's
that's
not a
not
threat
murder.
to you. That's just a statement.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Lol.
Okay, my heart rate settled back down to about 70.
I just loved the silence that happened after Tux said that. Because Raidriar is like, I don't know what I expected, but it certainly wasn't that.
Yep.
Wait, Raidriar, how did you know about the bat?
It's the Martikov said Tux was sitting in a tree. I don't know when this was, so the night hag thing surprised me. He said shortly after you guys arrived, you were sitting in a tree, and then a bat delivered a message to you. You read it and then ate it. And so when I saw Anastasia turn into a bat, I was like, that's probably the one. So this also means that if it's probably a vampire, and that a member of Strahd's court wants you to take his place. Not
Oh.
Strahd himself.
Interesting.
Did the message say it
feel
was
it.
from Strahd or no?
It did say it was from him. It was he did sign it. It was signed by him.
But why would he want a successor? Is he not happy with ruling?
I mean,
No, he's
from the
clearly
Tome-
not happy.
From the Tome of Strahd, we literally just learned that he has like no happiness in his life anymore. So
But doesn't he have a court full of vampires? Is
Yeah.
Anastasia?
I don't think we know that.
I think this dinner will be very revealing.
I think it will.
Let's get going.
Also, some of you are totally gonna go check out that secret passage, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
We should probably talk about that plan because
I can
I-
turn two people invisible, but also Strahd doesn't seem to have a problem with that.
Yeah.
True.
I'm okay at sneaking places. So I was
I
planning
am
on
not.
definitely checking it out.
If only we could inform Octavio that he could sneak around the castle during the dinner and then tell him about that tunnel.
Yeah, but
We'll
we
see
still
passage.
don't know where he is. He said he was going to have to
You
hide out
also
somewhere
keep
else.
in mind you don't know where in the castle that was. You were just in a room.
True.
There were
The
no
castle is
windows.
fucking huge.
But assuming he can get in there during the dinner, and if he can find it, he would
That's
be
a
able
lot
to
of if.
get in there. Yes, but I mean, I have a feeling Octavio will go in no matter what we do. We might as well
I
give him
mean-
the best opportunity.
Maybe we'll run into him on the way. It's a couple days' journey.
Maybe we can ask a Raven to have him wait for us to enter on the carriage, and then that's the signal for him to go in and try to find it.
Well, so we already asked the Martikovs to just send ravens out to try and find him to give him a message. So we can just
True.
put whatever we want in
The
that
thing
message.
is, like, we can definitely, like, keep a watch on Strahd, but if Strahd gets up and says, hey, I think I need to check on something, we're not going to be able to do anything to stop him.
Nope.
That is accurate.
Yeah.
Octavio will have to deal with it on his own.
Or die.
Yep.
Okay, well, I guess we'll
I
let him know
assume he
about
knows
the
what he's doing if
opportunity,
he's-
but
Yeah. But then do we want Strahd to catch him doing it and realize that it's compromised?
Didn't Rictavio ask us to to let him know if the mansion was ever going to be empty? Like if we knew Strahd wasn't going to be there?
Yeah.
True.
So this is the opposite of that situation.
I
Full
feel
of
like it's the
vampires.
next best thing, though. A time period where he's occupied and doesn't expect something to go on, and he'll have his eyes on us.
I would say
close
getting
second.
a message. I would say getting a message to him is a good thing, but tell him the situation and let him know about the secret passage, and then if he gets it and goes, great. If he doesn't get it and goes, okay. And then if he gets the message and doesn't go, probably the best option for him. But let him decide.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Cool. Well, this has been a good heart-to-heart, guys,
yeah, I feel like we really know each other on a deeper level now.
and trust each other less.
Quite a bit.
Well,
Also, I think I'm a damn good cook.
thanks, Raidriar.
That's Zone of Truth.
Okay. Well, holy shit.
What else? Anyone? I don't get anything. Any life-changing, altering secrets?
I think you guys owe me some secrets that I'll cash in on later.
Sure.
I don't think Kilvin has secrets. He's a dwarf.
Oh, do you want to know? Oh,
Me
why I came
dwarf.
to the valley. Did I tell you guys why I came to the valley?
Oh no, you got a reason?
Well,
You said you were
basically-
leaving. Wait, no, hold on. I know what you told us. You said that
To the
you
top of the
are on
giant
the run
road
from a
page.
governor.
Yeah, essentially, he didn't like that I was helping out the common folk more than he was able to. There was a general muttering about that I should be taking his place, and so he didn't like that, and he wanted me dead.
Do you think they would chase you here? Are you still on the
Doubtful.
run?
I mean, I just came here just to lie low for a little bit, and then my original thought was to go. Zone Tree's probably still up. I was gonna go back there, and then I would have deposed him, because if you're a douchebag like that, you don't deserve your station.
Is that
Righteous fella.
Do you echo similar thoughts about Strahd here?
Yeah, absolutely.
What exactly, in specific, do you feel like he's been doing wrong?
Well, he's a coward for one thing.
And he killed indiscriminately.
A mob of peasants
That's
charged
right.
up
That's
to his
right.
castle,
Yeah.
and he has animals deal with it instead of facing them himself. That's
Arguably,
cowardice.
they would have been murdered even in an even worse way if Strahd had decided to do it himself.
But he refused to even show himself to them, to even answer for anything.
He uses fear as a tool. That's a weapon.
And I mean, if you were an immortal ruler, or potentially immortal, if he wants a successor, then wouldn't you try to make the best land that you could?
No, I would try to make the land provide the best for me.
If I'm being honest. Wait, is the Zone of Truth up?
I mean, you can avoid. You just can't outright
How
lie.
long does Zone of Truth last for?
It's like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, so by now the spell would probably dissipate.
I agree with all of you guys. I think Strahd is a terrible ruler.
I have 7 testicles.
Okay, well, enough of that. Let's go to the carriage and go.
Okay.
God.
Oh
You
my
board
god.
the carriage.
Shit.
It's very nice. There's nice.
Oh, it's not the crappy one?
cushion seats. There is, however, on one of these seats, there is a parchment wrapped parcel. You see, there's a small note next to it, and it's the parcel sealed with like this crimson wax with Strahd's crest on it. And you pick up the note, and it says, "A gift for your arrival, SVZ."
What a dork.
Well, I pick it up and I hand it to Tux.
We have to tell the Martikovs about the thing with Rictavio. I run inside and tell them about the thing with Rictavio.
Okay, yeah.
And then I run back outside. I'm back. That was very quick.
Okay. Alrighty then. So anybody opening the parcel, or just
I detect
I pick it up and
magic.
hand it to Tux.
I detect magic, and I try to check it for traps too.
Yeah, what if
make
this is
an
how he kills us?
investigation check?
with the ricin in the letter.
Did you say investigation check?
Yeah, I guess.
It probably has anthrax on it.
Yeah.
The wrapped parcel looks like a normal wrapped parcel. You've never seen a more normal parcel in your life.
Man, that
But
was a
you
good use
trust
of
it.
my 20. I opened the parcel.
Okay.
Make a dexterity saving
You
throw.
see inside the parcel are four black velvet-lined traveler's cloaks with silver trim, and each has a pair of gloves to go with it.
I put on my third cloak.
I strip down
like
naked
cloak
and start
on my
putting on
cloak.
the cloak, or the whatever.
Why naked? Do you have a... Actually, do rock gnomes have rock penises?
You want to check?
Sorry.
What? What did you say?
Rock all
penis?
the time.
Did you say rock penis?
Rock penis.
Do rock gnomes have a rock penis? Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I
Do
feel like
forest elves have forest penises?
As Kilvin's considering this, the carriage lurches and he lands on the seat on his ass.
Oh,
His
shit.
head a little bit. knock some sense into him.
While we're hanging out, I'm gonna cast this bad boy, and I'm gonna create a raven to sit on my shoulder.
You
Are
get,
these clothes
Welcome
magic?
back, buddy.
no, there was no magic when you
Okay.
did.
Ren looks at him and goes, "You might as well make that a bat at this point."
So who's putting on the cloaks? Is
I'm
anybody?
not.
Did Tux detect any magic on the cloaks?
No, there's no magic on the cloaks.
Oh no, I already have a better cloak made by elves.
No one wants to put on the gloves?
I
I
put
have
on
an
the
idea.
gloves.
Yeah.
Heavy armor. I don't think it's gonna wear it with gloves on. It's gonna look weird.
True.
I've got
I have an
nothing.
idea.
There's
We-
nothing wrong
none
with
of
these,
us-
so I put it on.
What if none of us put on the cloaks or the clothes, and when we get there, we say, "Do you have any rooms where we could change?" Then he all sends us to 4 different bathrooms, and mathematically, we have a better chance of finding out where that room is.
Okay, I stripped down naked and then I
I
put my
had,
clothes back
I had a
on.
tough childhood.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it. Sounds like a plan to me.
I put the extra cloaks in the bag of holding.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that down. For stuff like this, just go ahead and add stuff to your inventory like that.
So who put
Okay.
on a cloak? Just Tux?
No, I
think
took
so.
it back off.
Okay, so I put all 4 cloaks and 2 pairs of gloves in the bag. Is that what it is?
Who's wearing gloves? I'm not.
Ren put on gloves and Tux put on gloves, right?
Mhm.
Okay, then yes, 2.
All right, I'm gonna add that 4 cloaks and 2 gloves. There we go. In
After-
my inventory.
Getting on the carriage and heading out after basically a full day's travel through the trail you remember, you arrive late in the evening to the town of Villaki.
And we're starving.
The gates open for you. As you pass through, doesn't this bring back memories,
This
boys?
does.
Yeah, a little
Deja
bit.
vu.
But now we're in charge.
As you're passing through the town, you see townsfolk see this black carriage, and they immediately, you see, turn their head and go into their homes and shut the door and lock it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is interesting.
You do see that poster that you had seen earlier about the announcement that everyone is to bend to the will of Lord Von Zarevich. It's plastered everywhere, basically.
Well, this
What if we
might
yell,
this might
"Zarevich is
impress
a
the
rake
watcher.
bitch"?
And you notice that there's some hooded figures that are putting up more posters or reapplying ones that seem to have fallen a little bit here and there.
Can I
Hang
stop
on.
by a shop real quick?
Do we encounter any guards?
Well, so there's various guards at places here and there.
Didn't we get checked
but-
for like weapons and stuff the first time we came to Villaki, or do they just know us now?
The first time, yes. And you're also in the carriage of Strahd.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And by the way, if you don't remember, Strahd did mention that you guys would come to here and spend the night here before continuing the journey.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We should probably go to the Blue Water Inn.
Deliver the wine, yeah.
The carriage pulls into the town square, and so a couple things. You do pass by the church that does seem to be in stages of rebuilding it into something, which you guys know is now a house.
About how far along is it?
A decent amount of ways, but I mean, it's only been a couple days since you guys have been here, so it's not like
Okay, it doesn't feel like it's about to be completed or anything.
no. But
Okay,
it's cleared. It's starting to take shape. The foundation's all there, and it seems like the walls are starting to be put up.
Okay.
You pass by the burned down burgomaster's mansion, which is also seems to be in the process of being rebuilt. Other than that, you head straight to the town square, where the famous Festival of the Blazing Sun you remember had happened, and the carriage stops, and the door
Oh yes.
swings open.
Nice.
So Ren hops on one of the horses out in front of the carriage and looks at the crew and goes, "Well, somebody's got to take the wine over to the Blue Water Inn, and I've got a child to see."
By the way, the cart that's attached is small enough that you could feasibly carry it by hand.
Oh, is this carriage just gonna hang out here with these? Do these horses look like they need food or anything?
Does not appear so.
Okay.
I want to make a quick stop at the blacksmith and try to buy some metal if he's open.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna take the package off the back of the horse and hand it to Ren and say, "Two
Package?
birds with one stone. go ahead and deliver this to the Blue Water.
What package?
The wine.
So are you
No,
trying?
it's like a cart of wine, so we
Are
have to
you-
pull it there.
Are you trying to take the carriage with the wine cart attached?
If we can just leave the carriage here, we can
I mean, yeah,
detach the wine cart.
You could if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. Or can I just hitch the wine cart to one of the horses? Like, do they have reins?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're all like reined up and stuff, and hitched to the carriage. And
So I can't disconnect one of them from the regular wagon?
I mean, you could attempt to, but you were not super experienced with horses, and
Okay, I'll just pull the cart. We'll just take the cart over there ourselves.
Okay.
But also, while we're visiting shops, Tux, did you say you wanted to go somewhere?
I do want to head to a couple shops. I've got some things
Okay.
to dump. And I'm gonna need your help with this, DM. I'm really sorry. I don't remember how much all of this costs. For instance, the protection from poison spell, the spiritual weapons, the scrolls, and then I think...
So those scrolls, it'd be fairly difficult to find someone willing to buy that from the stores that you know exist in the town.
Okay, this might not be something I can sell till we get to Kresk. I'd wager.
Would what's her name be interested in any of the fluids we have? That sounds weird.
Oh yeah, there's an apothecary. Can we take them the blood of the ginkgo tree or whatever we
There's
killed?
an herbalist and an apothecary, yes.
The blood of that tree that we sucked up some of its juice in a bottle. Let's take that to her and see what she says about it.
Do you know how much a golden ring would cost? I think you told me how much the gray crystal cost. That was like 25 or something, right?
Do you know when you got this ring?
Nope.
Oh shit!
don't
I have
remember
6
this.
cheap jewelry.
Oh, usually gold rings are 25 or 50 gold.
Yeah. It'll probably be 25.
Okay, so the
Definitely be marked when I say the item and I say its cost. Make sure you're marking it down.
I did for the jewels and the jewelry box. So I'm gonna sell the jewels in the jewelry box. I'm gonna sell the gray crystal orb, which you said was 25.
Any non-magical mundane thing you guys have, you can probably find a
Sweet.
Okay.
someone who will buy it. You do notice that the shopkeepers do seem to be like keeping conversation with you at a minimum, kind of giving you the cold shoulder.
But we're the heroes of Villaki.
Did I have
Lance?
Did I have a healing potion like ingredients, or have I used those already?
I don't think
This is a
you
long
ever
time
used
ago.
those. Yeah, I don't think you ever took.
Can
the
I
time.
say that I spent some time on the way here to make one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll give myself a healing potion.
Yeah, go ahead and do
Where's Italy at?
Have we seen him? I guess?
Mediterranean Sea.
Really?
no.
Do we see him around?
that. Vasily.
Vasily.
Does
Oh.
anyone come to
I
greet us?
genuinely didn't know.
What?
Does anyone come to greet us?
No.
Like the Watcher lady?
People actually, the common people seem to be sort of like avoiding you.
Okay.
And in this evening, it's very quiet and it's not as busy as you remember it to be, even at this time. You do see sometimes passing patrols of guards and they nod at you.
Can I stop one of the patrols real quick and ask, would you mind pointing me to Isaac's office or his station?
His home?
Sure.
Yes, it's down that way. When you get to the building with the weird roof, they described you where it is.
All right. I'm glad that they would tell that to a complete stranger, or maybe they recognize us.
I hope they recognize us.
Maybe we have
Okay.
authority here now.
Ren's
hope
got
so.
Ren's got a couple things. I'd like to drop.
Did anybody mark something else that you did in this town that you might be forgetting about?
You did light it on fire. Forgot about that.
No. You sowed a seed with a certain toy maker.
Oh yeah, my Nerf gun.
That's what I was about to say.
I completely
Yeah.
forgot about him.
So I'd like to go to the toy maker. We'd all like to go to the toy maker probably, because also I want to give him the music box and ask him about it.
You know what the music box does.
It
Kill
plays
it.
when things dance.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
Well, do
But
we want to
there's
sell
nothing else
those
special about
weird?
it?
No, okay, I'm just to be honest with you guys. Those trinkets, the thing just said "roll on a trinkets table," and that's what's
Oh,
in it.
okay.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't like,
Yeah,
there's
let's
nothing
sell
like,
stuff.
Well, maybe the toy maker will buy the music box for something.
He might. It might be worth something to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's head
Okay,
to the toy maker
So,
shop
going to the toy maker first.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
after I sold
Okay.
those 4 other items.
As you enter the store, you see Blinksy is at the counter fiddling with one of his weird, strange toys. And he looks at me and goes, "Oh, it's nice to see you all again, not dead.
Hello, Raphael. Do you have our Nerf gun?
Your Nerf gun? I do not
The
know what
water
that is."
gun.
I do. Actually, I have managed to put together a small little prototype.
That's incredible.
Can't believe I decided to blow this favor on a Nerf gun, but nothing else we could have done.
Yeah, you see, and he pulls out this heavy metal-looking contraption with sort of like a pump on it. It's pretty unwieldy. I mean, like if you were to make a water gun back in like the 1500s, this is definitely probably what it would look like.
Is it like a over-the-shoulder like rocket launcher water gun, or
not quite. He goes, "Why?"
It's Flood from Mario Sunshine.
And he pumps the pump a little bit and pulls on this large trigger-like thing, and water shoots out of it.
How much water
Excellent.
pressure are we talking? Like, is it like a
enough-
flower on someone's, on a magician's?
Enough to shoot 20 feet pretty accurately.
Okay.
that is dope as
Huh.
fuck.
What's the maximum
We are-
range on it?
Definitely killing something with this.
Yeah, next
At
time we
least
find
one.
anything
A
undead.
fire elemental.
He mentions, I do think that this would be a good toy for children, do you not think?
Yeah,
absolutely.
that was
Would
our
you
plans
mind
too.
if I
Absolutely.
kept reproducing it to maybe sell it?
Absolutely.
As long as we get a cut of, let's say, 50%.
50%. Wow. I mean,
Where?
I'm gonna highball
any,
this and
you're
see.
not providing any materials or the sealing or the.
But
I
we
can help you
provided the
make-
patents.
I can make parts for you.
I got a business to run here.
You're
Okay, I
right.
can
You're
make
right.
parts
We're
for
good
you.
with 40.
Send you back fabricated pieces.
How about this? Let's see if it takes off first.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
I promise I won't forget you all.
Can we
and then
angle the
Ren-
nozzle so it shoots
Ren,
down and then we
you
can hover?
feel a sharp pain at your ankle,
Fucking hell!
and you look down and you see the Piddlewick doll has
fuck that
chomped
doll.
its legs around your ankle. And
What
he
the
goes,
hell?
no, Piddlewick, no, stay up. And he goes and chews it away, and it starts dancing in the corner.
I toss it the music box.
It picks it up, and you see the music starts to play. A little like sort of like you know what a
Eldritch
music
ditty.
what a music box would play.
Is he
little
dancing
bit.
with such force that like the speaker is peaking?
Yeah, definitely for sure. This guy is dancing his heart out.
Does the toy maker offer? Does he offer any comment on that music box?
I mean, it looks like a music box.
All right, fine. Never mind. You're useless. Okay, thanks, mate. Thanks for the water gun.
Whose inventory am I adding this to?
I feel like
Give
it's
it to-
only right.
You
Go
wanna-
for you. Absolutely.
Well, actually, no, what I'm talking about, you make the holy water.
Well, I can load it for you whenever.
Sure. Okay.
Basically, what this is, it's a simple water gun. When used to fire water at a target, you are considered proficient with this item, and the attack is rolled at advantage. Range
How about
20,
that?
2040.
How about that?
This thing is more capable than I thought.
So it's just a normal roll beyond up to 40 feet if it's at advantage, right?
I would maybe keep
Oh.
that in the bag of holding for now. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stick it in the bag. But somebody put it
Oh
in
god,
the
what have I done to
somebody,
you guys?
somebody put it in
Yeah.
the inventory.
What have I done?
Did you panic when I said so? It's just normal at 40 feet.
Somebody
Please
put it
tell
in their
me we get to
inventory,
kill
though.
Strahd von Zarovich, the ancient and the land, with a super soaker.
We're gonna try, buddy.
Excellent.
Oh man.
Okay. Ren would like to purchase a rapier somewhere, if possible.
There's a blacksmith. It is late in the evening, so you guys don't have too much more time to go shopping.
Oh yeah, javelins. I want javelins.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I would like to go to a
Actually,
blacksmith.
let me see.
Yeah, if we're
Let's see
gonna
what
go
this
with
guy
it.
actually has.
how much
Yeah,
would like a
it's
notebook or a bunch of parchment paper cost?
Probably not a couple coppers. I remember buying paper before. It's only a couple coppers.
Okay.
But I also so the reason I want this rapier is that I was literally looking at rogue proficiencies and what weapons they have at their disposal, and a rapier is literally just a better short sword.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right. Well, it does a different form of damage, but
It does a different form of damage, right? But
Blocking versus pierce.
yeah, slashing versus piercing.
Okay,
So
so
they're both good things to have.
who is purchasing what?
I would like to buy metal from the blacksmith.
Okay,
I'm
he
buying
does
some
have-
parchment paper.
How much metal are you buying?
It depends what the price is for a unit of steel.
Of steel.
Probably just put it down in gold amounts.
Well, yeah, that's ultimately what matters to me. But
Yeah. Just buy in gold amounts of steel, basically.
in that case, let's buy 300 worth right now.
Okay, so go ahead and mark off that gold, and then add
guess that's
3 to your inventory. Just add 300 gold's worth of steel.
how much would like 20 pieces of paper cost? Is that pretty cheap?
Yes. And you can definitely find a shop here for that. Let me pull up this page.
It's all in gold amounts, isn't it? Or do you need specifically 20 pieces for your spells? I assume this is for your spellbook, right?
I have illusionary script, so I feel like just having paper on hand would be useful.
Okay.
Also, on top of that, just like taking notes of the castle while we're on our travel.
Yeah,
This
we
is
might
true.
want to sketch out a maze or the.
Yeah, Ren also already has paper.
So
if you
one
were
sheet
needing
of
it.
paper is 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I'll buy 20 though.
That's some expensive ass paper. Good.
I mean,
really?
it's
What if-
paper in a valley that doesn't have paper mills.
Well, what if you just bought a notebook?
How much would a
So
notebook
that'd be
cost?
like a book price.
There is a bookmaker. I mean, for a full, just empty book, it would be less quality. It'd be more parchment than paper. You could probably get that
A
for
normal book is 25.
silver.
Gold.
Yeah, then it'd be about 25 gold. I mean, this is standard prices.
Oh, well
for-
then, I mean, just, you said 2
So you can buy
for
40
one piece of paper?
silver.
So yeah,
40
just 40 silver
silver.
is fine with me.
Okay, so 40 silver for some paper.
Okay.
So go ahead and mark up 40 silver and add 20 sheets of paper.
Done and done.
So while we're also at the blacksmith, does he have a rapier, or is there a weapon shop in town?
There is a blacksmith that makes. Let me see. So the blacksmith indicates that he mostly crafts weapons for the guards in town, which really only includes things like spears.
Okay.
And the various sword. He said he could make one, but it would take a little bit of time.
Okay. Well, we don't have. I mean, we'll be back through on our way to Kresk, but how good of a quality blacksmith is he? Like, is it worth whatever I'm gonna pay for it?
He seemed. I mean, you've seen his weapons. They're pretty decent quality. Like, you definitely won't.
If you just buy the raw material, I can make you one as well.
Okay, let's do that.
Because they only cost 25, right? That's cheap.
Let me see how much a rapier is. Blacksmith and armory weapons. A rapier costs 25 gold pieces, yes. So if you bought 25 gold worth of steel, you could fashion it into a rapier.
Yeah, I'll do that. And give it to Kilvin.
Man,
That'd
Forge
be-
Clerics are fucking good in this module.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Can I buy 10 javelins for 5 gold?
He says he can cut a spear in half.
Will it be effectively a javelin?
Sure.
would.
How do you store 10 javelins?
In a quiver?
So you're gonna carry around 10 half spears?
So yeah, go ahead. Add 10 javelins.
Okay.
Do you want me just to add the actual javelin item?
I'll do it. Primitive water gun. Oh, I love it.
So do we have time to go ask the apothecary person about the tree blood, or should we go straight to the Blue Water Inn since it's late?
It's getting pretty late. It's up to you guys.
I mean, if we just ask about the bloods, I think it's the only thing we really need right now. And then we can just go tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's just go to Blue Water.
So, keeping an eye out on like maybe who's the least trustworthy of us right now. Or I guess
You.
like I want to keep my eyes peeled for like anyone who looks incredibly scared. Is that kind of easy to spot out?
I mean, people don't seem scared. They just don't want to associate themselves, it seems like, at the moment.
Okay, no one necessarily seems like off-put by our presence. They're just worried about like association.
Yeah. And you guys would actually pick up this information.
I was gonna say I wanted to cast disguise self and then try to like talk to
from
people
the
about us.
shopkeepers.
Okay.
One of them, I guess the blacksmith mentions, haven't seen much business today. Most people are taking the day off after yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Seems Lady Watcher has put in an old practice from a while ago in the town.
You don't
What's
say.
that?
Are you talking about the festival?
No, the blood tax.
What?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh boy.
I guess every once a month now, Strahd arrives in a black carriage,
Oh.
and 12 citizens are drawn by lots from the town, and he selects one of them to come with him in his carriage.
That is non-ideal.
I don't think the people here think of us as heroes.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
random.
Who has he picked so far?
Wait,
I asked the blacksmith.
has he picked Irina?
Well, yesterday, just some random, one of the villagers, man in his 40s. I think I met him a couple of times, but didn't know him very well.
Okay.
Did they come back?
I mean, I don't know. This is the first time it's happened in a long time.
Oh.
This just happened yesterday.
Well,
I
actually, I
see.
take it back, because if he wants Irina, he's just gonna take her.
Yep. Well, we can ask. I don't say this out loud, but in Ren's head, he thinks we can ask Strahd about why he needs to do that when we see him later.
That's true.
Okay, let's head to Blue Water because Ren would like to deliver this wine and then go look for Isaac.
Okay, so you all head to the Blue Water Inn, and you open the door, and it's pretty late in the evening, and seems like most of the patrons have cleared out at this point. Strangely enough, you do not see the Watcher brothers here
Okay.
doing their usual partying. And you see Danica at the counter wiping it down. She looks up at you and she goes, well, haven't you all been busy?
Yep.
Yeah. Ren pulls the letter from Erwin's parents out and smiles and goes, "You have no idea."
And she takes it and her eyes go wide. She goes, oh, wow, this is great.
No joke, man. That
I
came at a
thought-
heavy price.
And also your wine.
That, what?
Also the wine we have brought for you.
You have the wine shipment?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
man.
That's fantastic.
What, you haven't heard already?
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's my bad. But she definitely would know. They would have been informed.
Oh.
Yes. You were expecting that. They inform.
Yes, we were expecting this.
What? Yeah, we knew.
The letter is a surprise. But she does mention that the Ravens have let them know exactly everything that you guys did and went down.
Oh, I was about to say, boy, have we got a story for you.
Turns out your relatives are ravens.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
She combs her hair back that has raven feathers in it.
I guess you all have seen the state that the town is currently in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems intense.
You guys are lucky you helped out at the winery, else I really wouldn't trust you.
Understandably. This doesn't look good.
No, and it seems Lady Watcher has been replacing some of the guards on watch with ones that are more loyal to herself.
Are you planning on
seen
doing something
Isaac?
about her?
Yes, Isaac still goes around. He helped gather people up for the nasty business yesterday.
I'm sure.
Chosen.
So, sounds like it's only been. How long has it been? Like 2 days since we left?
You spent 2 nights. You spent 1 night in the forest, right?
Yeah.
1 night at the tower.
Yep.
A night at the camp with the Martikovs, and then another night with the Martikovs, and then all day. So it's been about like 5 or 6 days since you guys.
Okay. So it's only been a week, and things are already real depressing again here, which does not speak highly of the Watcher's ability to lead.
Well, she's not really leading so much as puppeting.
Well, right. I suppose that's true.
I mean, I think we got everything we needed out of this. I'm not going to say that out loud, did I? Never mind. Do you need any assistance from us? It seems like we command a great deal of authority here now.
At the moment, everything is fine. We'll let you know if something happens, but I think we have ways to keep ourselves alive here.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
So
Although I've heard you have a date with the Lord.
We're pretty excited about it. Sounds pretty hot.
Yeah, probably don't have a lot of time to deal with Villaki politics right now.
Gonna get all dolled up.
Not quite. No.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that there are some people that are definitely miscontent with the current situation.
I'm sure. How are the people selected for the blood tax?
I'm not, as far as I know, it's just by random. I mean, it seemed pretty random.
Okay.
How's
But
Irina been doing?
They have a list of people that they just pull from, and I assume Lady Watcher randomly does the deciding.
I guess she just announces the names.
Seems like a very convenient way to get rid of your political dissidents.
This has only happened once. And 12 are selected, and 1 is chosen.
Any limits on how young those people can be that get selected?
There were a few children in the mix.
Well, alrighty then.
And like I said, the 12 are chosen by lots, but Strahd handpicks the one he takes.
Okay.
Okay.
Just out of
As
concern by
expressed.
you maybe dodging the question, how has Irina been doing here?
That's been interesting. She's been hanging around that Vasily character a lot more. I've encouraged them to sometimes have lunch or breakfast here so I can try to keep an eye out.
Has she received our message?
You bring Vasily here.
Just so I can try and keep an eye on him.
When was the last time Vasily, I imagine, was not here last night?
No.
He's out of town right now, isn't he?
I mean, as far as I am aware, yes, he's not here.
Okay.
He left a few days ago.
I bet we see him at the castle. Or
Highly
his
suspect.
Yep.
Although
Surprisingly,
Irina seems quite taken by him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's a trap. God damn it.
Taken is the right word.
Did we tell...
We sent a message to Irina saying we were right about him.
Well, not Irina, but her... What, I can't remember her name.
Danica?
Danica, yeah. Did we tell her about Vasily's not real?
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
you
we
mentioned
did.
it,
Yeah.
and that she said she'd keep eyes on him.
Okay.
Vasily is not really Vasily.
Not really Vasily.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, where's Myrtle?
Oh, she's actually not here anymore.
What?
Oh.
You see, some old strange women came by.
Oh, God.
You're shitting.
Asked
You're kidding
about
me.
her. And
Okay.
I did not trust them.
Okay.
I turned them away. And if they were asking about her here, I figured it'd be best to move her in the cover of night.
You could have led with that.
Yep. That was my sentiment exactly.
This is the safest place for her. We gave her away.
To some hags.
We hid her at Isaac's house. He's watching over her.
Oh, okay. That sounds safe.
Okay, cool.
Ren puts away his weapons.
God, I'm sorry I did that, but I just had to.
I completely understand.
Lol. Okay.
But those women, we had some ravens track them, but they seem to have moved on west.
Yeah, I think they're night hags. They can teleport through the plains.
100% night hags. Yeah.
We knew that was going to happen, though.
Yeah.
We feel like, I don't know, like... Oh, wait. What if the night hags will probably try to haunt us, but we'll have the hut up?
Mm-hmm.
And I have management.
Then we'll torture them.
Yeah.
I can get one of them off our backs.
But how will we know if they try to enter?
Alarm.
Oh, yeah, we could alarm. It isn't alarm's range larger than the hut?
I think so. Yeah.
You did have an alarm spell set up before and it didn't do anything. You guys were involved.
Oh yeah, because they teleport inside the hut. Like it's a circle, but it's only like an hour.
Well, maybe if we alarm and then they try to teleport, they'll appear at the perimeter and then set off the
Danica
alarm.
did mention that they headed west.
Okay.
Like they left the town, as far as they know.
Wait, west is where we just came from.
Yeah, I assume that she meant like that they were following us,
Probably.
and now they're probably here.
Well, they lost track of them after they left town.
Okay.
I feel like
I don't know a good way to do that with the skills that we have right now.
What worry about tonight?
Can you have your ravens follow Vasily, and then basically get a confirmation on whether or not he's? Oh, you don't know where he is, do you?
No.
Son of a bitch! God, I feel like we should be doing something with the fact that we are quite certain that he's Strahd, and that he's gonna be at the dinner.
Either that or
this
at
whole
least
arena situation,
on the
but I'm
court.
just clueless as to what to do with that information.
I mean, short of like knocking him out and tying him up in his basement, there's really not much to do.
Or I don't know. Can we drop his illusion?
I feel like we can find out a lot tonight. Or not tonight, but like when we go to the castle, because there's going to be some revealing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we'll have to be really careful there, because if Strahd has a court of vampires, like of high-level vampires, we really don't want to make them angry.
Although I think it will be hilarious if Tux reveals that Strahd wants him to be the successor and say that in front of the entire court. And they're like, what the fuck, dude?
They all turn on Strahd, yeah.
That would be interesting, but...
Yeah. Turn his strength against him.
I don't think we should, but...
So how does... what's Danica's husband's name? Erwin?
Yep.
Yeah, how does he feel about this letter? Did he read it yet? Or is he around?
He's not around in the immediate vicinity.
Oh, okay.
It is pretty late.
Yeah, we should probably go to bed.
She seemed to be closing up.
Oh, okay.
She goes, do you all need a place to stay tonight? You definitely have free rooms from us.
Nope.
Can we stay outside in a tent that I've prepared?
So not at all.
Wait, can you set up a hut in the middle of the road here?
It's a pop-up hut, you know. Oh, I want to pick up my beer from the Vistani.
I don't think you're going to have time to do that, because the carriage is going to leave tomorrow morning with us in it.
I'll run real quick, and I start running towards the Vistani. I'll be right back, you guys.
Okay, so while Raidriar is running that way, Ren would like to go to Isaac's house.
Okay.
And after I do that, I'm going to fabricate one of my things.
Okay.
Don't forget me pointy stick. Kilvin.
Before you all leave, though.
Oh yeah, I do owe you a dagger.
No, sorry. I meant I gave you materials for a rapier.
Yes.
She goes, before, I almost forgot. We found this on our doorstep.
Hands a baby to us.
And it's a letter addressed to you all. It has The words on it are Kilvin, Raidriar, Ren, and Young Wizard.
Okay.
Interesting slight.
Fuck this guy.
Who's it from?
I mean, who do you think?
Are you?
Who just rode by on a horse?
I'm gonna rip the letter,
shit.
not rip it, but I'm gonna grab it and start reading it out loud.
Okay, you open it, and it's only a few words. It says, am safe through Villaki, heading to Barovia.
Why'd he tell us
Dash
that?
R.
I guess we're fine.
What was the end of that of that sentence?
Dash R.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so you might actually be able to scale the cliff or some shit and get to whatever.
Maybe.
Let's sacred
What are
flame.
you doing with the letter? You
I'm
wanna
gonna burn
burn
it.
the letter?
Burn the letter. Can we ask Danica, or do we know, have we seen the but like, have we seen the ravens that the Martikovs said would be following us around, kind of helping us out?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have noticed that there's been sort of a few following you.
Can we ask Danica, do you have any message ravens? Could they find someone if we knew the general vicinity of where they were? Perhaps?
If we knew what they look like.
Okay. Let's send the same message from a different raven and update that raven's position based on where we think Rictavio is. So he's got to be between Villaki and Barovia Village or whatever it is.
Now what are you sending him? Because keep in mind that the rest of this journey, he said, is like you're going there.
What do you mean? We would send them the same message that we sent from the Martikov's house.
If
like
you
a letter.
want, because they have to find him, right?
Right, they do have to find him.
So if you want the chance of him getting an update about the situation before you're at the dinner, this is your chance, is what I'm saying.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is we need to send a message from Danica as well right now that says basically the same thing that we said at the Martikovs, but now we can tell the raven.
What I'm asking is, what information do you want to give to Rickton? Because this is like your one chance, really.
Right. So I think when we were at the Martikovs, we said we were going to tell Rickton that Strahd is going to be in his mansion like a day from now, hosting a banquet, so he might be distracted. Come or don't. We know of a hidden place in a fireplace room in his castle, but don't know which room.
Okay. Yeah.
And the poker. Yeah, the poker.
And you open it by pulling the fire poker, by clicking the switch, the fire poker.
Shots it all down.
Yep. And so we tell the raven that he's got to be between Villaki and Berez or Barovia or the village, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we tell the raven that he's wearing that hat that makes him look different.
Okay, I've got one thing I want to try before the end of the night too. But I guess my first question is, do I have a pretty good idea of how like the ravens gather information?
With their eyes?
So it's basically the ravens are going all over the place gathering like if I was inside, they probably wouldn't be able to see or hear a conversation, right?
Probably not, no, depending on how close that conversation was to a window.
Okay. These town people don't know magic very well. So I want to go up to a medium-sized shop, I guess. One of these shops here, off on my own.
It's pretty late at this point. Most everything's closed.
Shit, okay. All right, then never mind. Maybe I'll do it in the morning. All right, that's everything for me. I'll go outside and begin to ritual cast the hut.
So you're gonna sleep in the middle of the street?
Well, I
We have a bed.
right beside the beside the house in the grass. I'm not necessarily like right outside the apartments.
Okay.
Is the hut a physical sphere, like a physical object?
To everyone else that's outside of it, it's like an opaque sphere, so nobody can see into it.
So does it go through walls in the ground and stuff? Or?
Yeah, I would say yes, because it's like a dome.
Yeah, okay,
Things
right.
can't come up under you.
Yeah, so I would say you could sleep in a bed. We just push the beds together and cast the hut over the beds.
Do you think that the beds can fit inside within a 10-foot sphere?
10 foot
radius.
radius.
That's 20 feet
Oh,
across.
you're right.
Yeah,
20
that's
foot
quite
diameter.
large.
Okay,
You're not that tall, buddy.
Yes, tiny hut is a bit of a misnomer. It's a good size hut for what it is.
Okay, then yeah, let's go to the apartments.
It's not about the size of your hut.
Ren's
It's about how you
Ren's
use
going
it.
to Isaac.
Are you still running for your beer?
I do hand Ren the rapier I built for him with my spell.
You make it there, Raidriar, and you do see, you go to the top of the hill, and you do see Aragal and Luvash are chuckling and laughing to each other over a glass of wine.
Stout. Where is it?
Oh, yes, I did promise you a cask of that, didn't I?
Yes.
And you see he goes into one of his wagons, creaks as he steps up, and pulls out a small cask. It's not huge, but it's enough.
Thank you.
Definitely, you can carry it for sure.
Thank you very much.
Anything else?
God, it's been like 10 sessions since I last had this. Shit.
Well,
Is there anything I need to tell you? No. Why would I?
Don't tell him anything.
You have a lovely family. Bye. And I start running back.
Hey,
as you-
today
as-
did I notice that the minus 10 HP was still my temporary HP?
Oh, well, you didn't do it? Did you unattune to this? You just unattuned to it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you would still have the...
Are you serious? Okay. Then before I go to bed, I'm gonna snap the wand.
Okay. So Raidriar is running back right now. You guys are settling in for bed. You kind of push all the beds together, and Tux has
Ren would like to go to Isaac's,
You have a rapier now, Ren.
and I have a rapier now.
A silver rapier, right?
You watch as you Tux, you pull on the staff and you snap it, and like blood shoots out from the inside, and all of a sudden an inhuman scream. It's super okay. Question: does tiny hut prevent sounds from escaping?
That's a good question.
Because it is a 300 feet radius.
I don't think so.
And that was in the item description that it was going to scream and destroy blights.
Yeah. Let me ritual cast tiny hut real
Doesn't
quick.
say anything about sound.
Can't spells and other magical effects can't affect through the dome. So if it's a magical, well, that's a good question. Is it a magical source that makes a sound, but the sound itself is non-magical?
That sounds.
Magical effect. I don't know. That's interesting.
I mean, it's an effect of a magic item being broken, but it's just sound.
So does tiny hut say anything about sound?
No, it sounds like
No,
sound would get through.
just magic.
Okay, in that case, you hear like the door flies open to the balcony here, and you hear Erwin yell, "What the God's good name was that? Is everybody okay?"
All I see is a green sphere.
I can't see shit. What are you guys doing? What the fuck is going on? All of
Motherfucker,
a
you
sudden,
scared me half to death.
You guys hear clomping outside, and you hear guards yelling. This way, I think I heard it this way.
Wait. Oh shit, I'm not there.
I guess I assumed, Ren, you would visit Isaac in the morning.
Oh,
Wait.
okay. If that's cool, then yeah, I can do that.
So on my way back, I just hear screams emanate from the town.
Yeah, so yeah, Rachel, you almost make it back, and right within the 300 feet radius from the blue water, and you hear an inhuman, really loud scream.
I look at the cask and I'm like, every goddamn time I get one, and I start running back. Even faster.
What is? And you see Erwin. You
I-
guys can see because it's transparent to you, but you see Erwin's like pressing on the dome, and he goes, "What the fuck did you guys do it in my inn?"
I walk outside and I'm like, would you believe I broke a staff in half?
What happened?
What the? And at this point, you see the guards have walked up the stairs. Mr. Martikov, is everything all right here? What was that noise? I said, ask him.
I shrug and I say, this thing was possessed and now it's gone.
Make a persuasion
They
check.
can't.
Yeah,
they
I'm
can't,
being honest.
They can't see us. No, they can't see us. They can only hear us.
I walked
So
outside.
it's just Tux's disembodied head that just.
Tuck stepped out of the dome.
Oh, can
Yeah,
you
just-
once you're outside the dome, can you step back?
Oh my god!
You've had such terrible luck, my friend. This one session, I don't know what's happening.
Oh no!
So,
What a terrible night to have a curse.
well, on the bright side, Tux, you did notice your minus 10 HP went away as you
That's good.
broke the staff.
Worth it.
You see the guard push past Erwin and goes and take you by the arm, Tux, and go, you brought a possessed item into the town?
I break free and I say, it's dead now. Unhand me.
At this point, you hear a grumbling, like, if I'm fucking wake up for this, goddamn, what the fuck? And you see Isaac push through the guards.
man.
And he goes, Tuck, what the hell? What the fuck is going on here?
Isaac, long time no see, buddy. How's it going?
Ren walks out.
Yeah, step out of the dome.
Oh, Ren, it's you see he kind of perks up when he sees you, Ren. He goes, oh, it's great to see you.
Yeah, give him a hug.
Well, it's gonna be tomorrow morning, but now it's now.
What just happened?
Hux is a dumbass is what just happened.
This staff was possessing me, so I destroyed it.
I think it would set the guards at ease if you would at least let us have the remains of the staff, I guess.
Do I detect any magic from the staff now?
Ritual casting detect magic takes like 10 minutes, so...
I hand the staff to the guard, but I start ritual casting detect magic to try to detect magic from it before it leaves.
They're probably not going to be around for 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
You should just give it to him.
I say you can keep it.
Thanks. Yeah, everybody, it's fine. Situation's taken care of. I'll go back. You see, at this point, the townspeople now have even started filling the streets nearby, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, in that case,
Oops.
It's just a giant
Raidriar,
gray orb.
you come back to see this scene of a bunch of guards. Some are holding torches and their weapons drawn on the stairs up to the rooms.
What the fuck?
I just wanted to drink some goddamn beer.
I was considering having Raidriar be like, look at the ale, and be like, God damn it, and have to drop it. But no.
And you see the guards start to filter out. And Isaac goes, please don't, I can only do so much for you guys.
Ren says, thanks, man. You're the best. What would we do without you? Yeah, see you in the morning. We promise not to break any more possessed artifacts.
I think it is important that we talk, though.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
I crawl back into the hut and sleep soundly with my 10 HP back.
Funny. So should we do morning next time on Game Grumps since it's getting kind of late?
Yeah, we can do that.
Next time on Game Grumps, more of this shit.
Yeah.
Will Raidriar ever get to drink his beer?
Probably not.
You guys didn't even reach
I'm gonna
the
pour it into
castle.
the water gun and shoot directly into my
all
throat.
this prep for the castle.
Yep.
And didn't even fucking reach it.
Hilarious.
But that's fine. That means I can rest easy. I hope.
Funny.